What up in the web? We back in the building.
Yeah.
I know y'all missed us. I know y'all want to hear us. We talk the real shit on the interweb late night.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox podcast. We don't sell out for nobody. You got these guys out here pulling their pants down.
Yeah.
They getting some of these guys out here getting sauteed from the back. But we here, we ain't. We standing strong.
Word.
Standing strong. Shout out to man. I'm gonna get a shout out real quick because my guy's always in here. Sleepy Goblin, my guy, was good, G. Sonic Green X, that's my guy too. Chanel, we already know who Chanel is. And we got my man Dark Cue Ball. We're gonna talk about this Dark Cue Ball because I listened to your video, G. You know what I'm saying? We gotta disagree to agree. We got my man Sensei in the building. What's good? Six Layer in the building. Tell you we gonna get in depth tonight on some certain situations going on. But we got Verbs in the building. But Flip Monet was good. His mic is mute, so we gotta skip him.
I know I was on mute. Ain't nothing, you know what I mean? Same old, you know how it is.
Warming, he already going for the third, fifth dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Same old. You know.
Interweb. Live wire. What's good?
Yo.
Man?
Hey man, you know, I'm enjoying my weekend. It's been my daughter's birthday, so we're doing you know, she's having a good time today. But of course, I'm in gaming, playing some Halo. Shoot, we just got off of Halo. Now I'm watching Halo for like the fifth time. But now I'm watching it with new eyes. I'm watching it on Prime Video. Night and day, dog. Night and day.
Okay, I'm gonna try it on Prime. I'm gonna try it after we get done.
You watching on what?
I'm telling you,
Prime Video.
You watching it on what? Prime
I'm gonna
Video.
watch it. You know what? You said that I'm gonna watch it on my Oculus. If you said it's on there, I can watch it on my Oculus.
It's on Prime Video.
Yeah, because because Prime Video got a lot of connections, like with HBO.
Yeah, like I would, if I were you, I would just, yeah. I mean, I get it's. You mean if you want to rock with the perk one with the Paramount Plus, you know what I mean. But if you wanted to look like, if you wanted to look good, like bro, I can notice stuff I ain't even noticed in the first. Bro, I haven't seen this thing like mad times, but you just don't notice it because
let me ask
clarity
you this.
Ain't like that, huh?
Did you notice his voice dialect?
Oh, you stupid.
Shout out to my nigga John Doe. My nigga
John Doe.
Doe.
And I ain't finna call you
wake your ass up. Wake your ass up, John. Right, wake your ass up. I sent you the link.
Wake your ass up. Still your rent's due, motherfucker.
Yeah, man, but yeah, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it on Prime. I'm telling you, it's almost like it's like watching going from Xbox One S to Xbox Series X. That's how it feels to me. Like,
yeah, I didn't know it was on there because it's on there. I'm gonna
no. I knew it was
on a 180-inch screen.
Yeah, but see, I knew it was on here, but I didn't think the quality was going to be that much of a difference.
You knew it was on there, and you didn't tell your fellow Xbox buddy.
No, because it is there. Well, one, they were giving it to you for free, and when I got the Paramount Plus app, they had a deal for it for like it was like $40 or something like that for it to use the actual Paramount Plus app versus the. Oh, see, that's crazy right there. See, I didn't even notice that before.
Oh, hold on. You gotta explain that to me. Hold on. So you're saying I can go to
Amazon,
straight to
you can go on Amazon.
Yeah, you just scroll down until you see. Yeah, you just scroll down until you see the.
It'll recognize your account because
channel.
I can watch HBO. I can watch HBO Go.
Like there's a scene. there's a scene where the dude gets
I don't see it.
stabbed.
It just told me to sign up. That's what it just told me.
Yes, you got to sign
Gotcha.
up for it.
But I got Paramount Plus. What do you mean?
No, it don't work like that, bro. You can't. It's not one and the same. I tried that before. It doesn't. You gotta. Even if you got the perk, it doesn't recognize it that way. Like
Well,
it's
I
its
paid
own.
for it
So
already,
which
so
way do I
I
have to
already
do
paid
it?
It
for it.
just
I was
yeah.
already paying for it.
Oh, you mean through Prime Video?
Yeah,
Oh, so then you fine. You
I was
ain't no
already paying for
worries.
it already.
Yeah, you ain't no worries. You fine anyway. So
So
how
you're
was it? Wait,
saying
wait, you had it through Prime Videos and you still watched it through Paramount Plus? Why?
Yeah, I got Paramount. I had got Paramount Plus because that's why I was watching. What you call? I was just grabbing the apps.
Oh, you just
I was just
because it
app
was on
grabbing.
there.
Yeah.
You didn't think about it. Oh,
I barely go on Amazon. When I go on Amazon, I go watch a couple of shows on there.
so the boys and
Yeah, I
I
don't go
get
on
you.
there all the time. So it's
Okay.
Amazon. I got hooked on Paramount Plus because it had all the movies. I started getting into westerns and shit.
Yeah, but I'm
And
saying you got that on Prime though. Why would you?
I didn't go look at Prime to go look at it. I don't go
Okay.
on Prime. I
Like
go I
because
go
all
on
right, because
I go more on Disney Plus before I go more on
Prime, yeah.
Amazon. And I
Don't get
own
me don't get me wrong. Prime, like the thing is, I'm all right. So when me and my wife been watching Prime when it was CBS, when it was still the
yeah,
CBS, right? So it was
CBS All
CBS,
Access.
yeah, all
all
access
right,
at first. We had
hold on. We about to go into an area that's too deep. Fuck all that. So you said you went to Prime Video and you clicked
yes.
on it. So what do you
You
mean?
scroll
You
down.
saying
It's
you subscribe
9.99.
to
You got
Paramount Plus through Prime Video? That's what you're saying?
yes. I subscribe to it, even though I already have Prime
Oh,
Plus
I'm not doing
because
that.
I'm.
Oh, fuck all that. I ain't
Well,
doing all
that's what that's what I said, Flip. I
Cause
said you don't have to,
he's a rich motherfucker.
but I said I'm not watching this. When you see the difference in clarity, bro, it's night and day. Bro, I see the dude get stabbed in the chest. I didn't even notice that the freaking door is getting melted by the doggone energy sword. You can't even see it on the Paramount Plus one.
I didn't see that shit.
I
Man,
seen
I
that
can't
or I
see.
already seen
I
that.
see
Your
that shit.
TV fucked up. That's why you can't see it. Your TV is tweaking
Nah,
out,
man,
nigga.
I ain't.
This
He
nigga
was
and he
down in
said
that
that
Nah,
nigga
I
said
can
basement.
it
see
was
it
something
now.
totally
He was in
different.
that basement.
I can see it
I saw
now.
that
Exactly,
shit.
nigga.
I saw it.
Nigga, you
Nah,
was probably
nah.
Let's go and
was
get with it because
halfway
they want
asleep.
to. I see the chat want to talk about it. I, I don't want to go first because I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna get medieval. How y'all feel about the Halo TV series? I'm gonna let y'all talk before I go.
Go ahead, people in the comments. Oh, I think you talking about them.
Yeah, because my man Dark Ball think it is dog shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I've been knowing man for 50 grand. You know what I'm saying? Been
All
knowing
right.
him for a while, but
Go ahead,
he think
Well,
live.
it's
Live.
dog shit.
Live gonna talk for
well,
20 minutes and he gonna fall asleep like he did last week. Go ahead, live. You
yeah.
out to
Well,
work.
you know
You
what?
can go to
Shut up.
sleep. Go ahead.
One, I
Your
ain't
wife
drinking my
said
beer.
that?
I'm drinking salsa water. So
I
shut
know
up.
you ain't just say that's what your wife said.
No, I said I ain't drinking beer. I'm drinking
Oh,
seltzer
I
water. So
thought you
shut
said that's
up.
what my
Yeah, you
wife
got
said,
seltzer
man. Cause I
water
was about to
beer.
say, damn, man.
Ain't no, it's just regular seltzer water, stupid.
Well,
I ain't
Live.
drinking no
dog.
seltzer water beer. Anyway, look, this is how I when I go into any piece of entertainment, show, movie, otherwise, right? I do not go in with preconceived notions of what that is, what it's supposed to be. I, you know, I watch it, I absorb it, and if it's for me, it's for me, and if it's not for me, then I move on. It is what it is. That's how I look at it. Like with the Batmans, how many Batman movies we got?
A
A
lot.
lot, right?
18.
All right. I don't go into the Tim Burton Batmans and when you go from there and then you go to the Joe Schumacher Batmans and be like, well, it's not like Tim Burton. I know it's not like Tim Burton. It ain't the same. I don't even think it's the same universe. Or
No.
they always switching it up. The same thing with the Spider-Mans. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man ain't the same as Tom Holland Spider-Man
Well,
or Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. They're all different universes, right? So I don't go and looking at like, well, he did it better than it's just different. Like that's how I look at it. I just
well,
I understand
that's a good
purists
way.
with the lore Like when you go into the purest thing, but like, well, my comic book was like this, and it should reflect this. I get that, but I also understand that when you jump from medium to medium, what will work for a show that was purely for Oculus is not going to work for television and for a video game and for on your phone. Like it just when the medium switches, you know, how you absorb that information. So when I listen to people have complaints about lore, one, I feel like they didn't listen or follow any of the the interviews or like pay attention to what they said. One is the silver timeline. It's not the same. It's just like the MCU. All those movies that we didn't watch for Marvel, those is not how the comic book goes. Anybody who says otherwise is a dumbass because they don't know shit. Because they would tell you themselves it's based on. That's why it's called what the MCU. It's not called. This is and even within Marvel Comics, what Flip? How many different versions of stuff do they got? Like too many for you
A
to even
lot,
remember.
a
Yeah,
lot.
that's what I'm saying. So they
Right, right. Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, so and the thing is like when you I'm just allowing them to tell me a story. I don't want it to be the same as the video game. Video game is
That's what me
great
and Bone said.
and I enjoy the game for being the game, but it's almost like, I want the game to give me my version of Master Chief there, and I want the show to give me an alternate verse. I don't need it to be the same because if it's going to be the same, why even watch it? What's the point of watching it if I already know exactly what's going to happen? There's no point because at this point the CGI cutscenes are damn near as good. So what's the point of watching a show when the video game is just as good? I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like you might as well tell alternate. I mean, have you watched the what ifs and all that stuff on the
Yeah, I
MCU?
saw somebody said that on
Yeah,
Twitter. Like it's
that's
a
what I'm saying. Like if you watch the what ifs, all the different or even with the new Doctor Strange, right? The new Doctor Strange, you got two in the new one, you got two different Doctor Stranges, which you wouldn't like. Some people would be like, "Oh my God, this is new." Well, it's not new if you've been paying attention to what if. But if you don't really consume as much, but the problem is you got people that say they, "Oh, I know. This is how Halo is." What's the last Halo you played? Oh, I played Halo 3. What? Like, nigga, you don't know. Like, what are you talking about? Well, I don't like 343. You only say that because somebody else said that. Shut up. That's the thing that be killing me. I don't like you because they did a bad Halo. Based on what? What somebody else said? Shut your ass up. Like that's the shit that be killing me. I got regurgitated what somebody else said. I hate this game. You ain't never played, but I don't want to play because it's bad. Like what?
what you think about Flip? We'll let you go because I'm going. Gonna stay
Man,
off.
we
Um.
we we,
Well.
we about to smoke this
Well.
bad boy. So we gonna be on for a minute now.
First of all, fuck you, Loudwire. He took what I was going to say, which is true. I mean, come on, man. I gotta. Y'all talking to a person. So y'all talking to a comic book head, a fanatic. Y'all talking to a person who was mad at the MCU before they called it the MCU when they was making the X-Men movie that didn't look right. It's always going to be different changing of any movie adaptation from a video game to a comic book. They can't do that. It will not work out. A lot of that stuff in Halo is not going to translate very well into the big screen or the little small, the silver screen or the streaming service. It does not work that way. It don't. Listen here. I don't know which like DC is one of the prime example how
They
they
got
go
so many different
far
versions.
left. They go far left with the comic book version, but also at the same time, it's still right on the core. As long as it's keeping the core essence of that character in that universe, they can go different. You can't watch these movies and expect these movies to be like the way it is in the comic, or I guess now in the video game. It does not make sense. It would not translate very well at all. It don't look right.
Yeah.
Think about
And
it. Hugh Jackson playing Wolverine with them yellow and black stripes, or the brown suit, and he like 6 fucking foot, 6'1", 6'2". It's not
yeah,
gonna
that's
look
what it
right.
is. How long has he been Wolverine and been 6 foot? Wolverine never been 6 foot
It's six
in
foot
any comic.
exactly.
Well, he was like 5'4", I think it was. He was something. He was
Five
like
three.
5'4", 5'6". Well, yeah, he
He's
was
five
short.
three. He's 5'3".
So
He's 5'3" and stocky. But there are different. Even though he's that height, there are different versions. From the storyline in comic book moves like a wave. It crashes with one another. It moves chaotic or whatever. You're never going to have a completely same story in comic book. That's how they are able to reboot it and
shoot,
keep giving you new
flip,
stories or whatever. When they
flip.
open up the multiverse, huh?
Think about what we just got a couple years back with Black Panther. Black Panther, that movie was based on like 3 different comic books of the Black
Yeah,
Panther.
it
They took a
was.
little bit from this one and that one
Yeah,
and
it
this one.
was.
It was never one series. It was we're gonna take a
Right.
little bit from each series
Like a lot of people don't understand that. Like all that stuff,
because
I
they
get it.
stupid.
I get it why they made Siri like made her the smartest one in the MCU. I guess until Mr. Fantastic come. Even then, Mr. Fantastic is going to be older. In this movie, she's only fucking 16. And in the Marvel universe, she's not the smartest one. I forgot the chick it is. There's another black girl that's the smartest chick in the comic book, even today in
The
the
one that
Marvel
replaced
universe.
Iron Man,
Oh,
I can't remember. I
Ironheart.
had to
You
go
talking
back.
about Ironheart?
Ironheart.
I'm not sure. I got ask chaos because me and him was on watching that. I'm not sure. Whoever keeps up with the comic book out
And I
there
ain't that
know what
good.
I'm
I'm
talking
not good
about.
at it, but I'm
Cause
trying to
I'm not.
catch up with you.
I don't. When it come back to listen here. I'm 46. When it come back to my era, when it start getting close to the 2000 on up, I know shit. I know jack shit. But back in the day, yeah. But they split her up, gave her summon on Black Panther abilities because Black Panther is smart as fuck. He's one of the smartest dudes in the fucking Marvel comic book. Not only that, he beat up a fucking Celestial and shit like that. He whooped their asses and shit like that. He beat up an Omega level mutant and a godlike being. He's smart. He can detect vibranium on the smallest molecule level. But that being said, that you can't always run with that. You can't.
Yeah,
You
because
can't
I mean,
always
because
run
he
with that.
because for a movie, a lot of times if you put Black Panther on the silver screen, how he's normally depicted, he looks so OP. It's like who is supposed to beat this guy?
Yup, a lot of them characters
Like
like that.
like Captain America got washed by the Black Panther multiple times.
Yeah, yeah.
So like having him fight against the Winter
Think about
Soldier,
Thor.
if they was
Think
gonna really
about
show
Thor.
it, yeah,
Think about this when we always talking about Thor, me and Seth, like Chuck, and stuff. Think about it. What did Captain Marvel do that Thor didn't do? They made her OP. She's not powerful than Thor. She did the exact same
And
thing
then the
Thor
what?
did in the first goddamn movie. In the first one, when Thor came back looking for Thanos, when he was flying around, all you seen was electricity knocking them shit down. She
yeah,
did
that's
the
true.
same
Yeah,
shit. And not only that, he has his father power, the Odin Force, his grandfather, his two uncle power. Like but I get it. I get it. They have to come up and make the story unfold the story, make it more developed. And after we done see the Eternals, oh man, the story opened up even bigger.
yeah,
So they can't do that. Same thing with Halo. There's nothing wrong with that movie. Stop thinking it don't matter if it was in another universe or if it's the same thing. Who gives a shit that he changed it from red to blue to silver team? That does not matter. They can't run with that. They can't. You cannot expect the
Well,
same thing as your brother
I'm gonna
Lawwire was
keep it.
saying.
I'm about to keep it 100. To all the haters out there, you ain't gonna like me right now. Not because I'm probably I know Halo. I'm a Halo fanatic. 3/4 when the shit came out saying that the TV show was coming out, they said it was going to be a different timeline. You guys didn't understand that. Then you guys ran because this is the only thing I kind of get mad at Paramount because Paramount let people see the first 2 episodes 2 weeks before. They let the negativity come out. Then people like, well, the CGI and all this. Their budget is not as budget as the Mandalorian. For one, I think they did a hell of a job. And this is the first time we actually see Halo really being on some motherfucking thug shit. Like you saw the Covenant kill kids with no problem.
That shit was crazy, right
You
there,
see
boy.
the
I'm like,
first thing, the Covenant wipe out the kids. Give them $150s. You don't see that in a video game.
It was nothing wrong with the special effect of the movie. There wasn't. There was nothing wrong with it. Even if people saying there's something wrong with the special effect, what was wrong with the special effect? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I saw. Oh, well, the Covenant don't look the same. Healy don't look. They ain't supposed to look like the damn game. This is their world. People don't understand. This is their world.
Yeah, they look.
I like to know this. I like to.
They look a little bit beefier.
Listen, yeah, they supposed to look beefy.
They look like
honestly, they supposed to look beefier. They supposed to be that fucking big. Be honest.
I ain't gonna lie. They look like when they first walked through that thing, they look terrifying, dog.
Yeah, that's what you supposed to be.
That's what they supposed to look like. That's the
supposed to be
people
terrifying.
need to get it out their brain. People looking at what Halo looked like when it first came out in 2002. It ain't supposed to look like that shit. Them factors changed from then to now. So how the hell you expect it to look like that in a goddamn TV show? Like, come on, man. And there's the problem with it is if you give everybody what they want, they still gonna cry. It's like
say that again, Flip. Say that again.
It's like,
no,
hold on. I'm quoting the great Scotty. I'm quoting the great Scotty when he was on sleep and when he was asleep 100 years and got out of that transporter and with Jordy, when he told Jordy, the problem is with Captain, they like baby. They want everything right then and now. As a chief of engineer to be America worker, you must tell them something different. You must give them what you want them to have it. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, when they want all this and all that, you give them what you think that they need. You can't give them every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So therefore, when they ask for more power and you give it to them, they're like, "Oh my God, you the smartest fucking person in the goddamn world." And that's how you got to do it with this goddamn Halo movie. You can't get these motherfuckers. I ain't never saw nobody because they not gonna understand it, and they don't. Listen here, we'll come. Fuck that. Will come with great power, come great responsibility. And goddamn it, these goddamn people who watching Halo movies and shit don't need no goddamn great power. They're stupid. I hate to say that, but y'all a bunch of fuck nuts and y'all stupid. But just stupid.
No, I'm gonna put it this
y'all
way.
Don't know how y'all stupid.
Look, can I ask this? Let's keep it 100 on 100 Street.
I don't know how 100 Street looks.
Hey, it looks great.
Go ahead.
No, but when other TV shows did it, remember I just said it, Battlestar Galactica, right? They didn't go off the same Battlestar Galactica of the 80s, right?
Nah, you can't do that. It don't work.
But we're talking about a video game. Now, people dog Doom when they made the Doom movies, right? This is the closest.
You talking about the one with the rock on it?
Yeah, that was dog shit.
Yeah, but that was horrible though. I ain't gonna lie.
That was horrible. But we're talking about one TV show. Y'all saw one episode. People go listen to all these wannabe reviewers. They ain't no reviewers. That a lot of them's not sci-fi fans. They play, like you said, play Halo 3. and didn't play nothing, don't know about the Lord, don't know about the forerunners, the precursors. I love the way how they had the prophet of mercy looking. I was like, whoa. And we never saw Mercy before. Because Mercy was already dead in Halo 1. The original Halo 1.
Yeah. Hold on. One more thing. When you fucking up that fucking and all the nuts and shit. How stupid you are. Master Chief been white. Master Chief been white for the
Man, we
longest.
just saw that as a
Master
kid.
Chief
We
been
already
white for the
know Master
longest.
Chief was a white man.
Master Chief been white for the
So
longest. Even when they had an animated show that you go watch, even now on the Xbox itself with the
yeah.
Halo joy, that Master Chief, they show you Master Chief was white. He was already
They
white
showed
when they
you in the
showed him.
White.
game. They
There
showed
was
you in
no
the game. But in
surprise.
part 4, they showed you he was white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
We
but
Like
saw
I
it
know
in
you
that's
the
know
what I'm
about
saying.
game.
Like
He
it's
was
because
always
they don't play the games, and then they talk about like how you gonna watch a half a series and then like that'd be like if you're not a fan of Superman, right? But you only watch the movies, right? And say they had an episode where it was something in the comic where something on Earth can change Superman's mannerisms, and you come in and be like, I don't like how they did this because this is not true to what Superman is. But you ain't never read the comics, you don't know nothing about the Lord, you just talking out your ass because you watched 4 movies.
people like,
Like,
oh,
come
I know
on,
what
man, get the hell out
like
of
you're
here,
talking
man.
about.
What
Superman.
was you
Superman
talking
was
about?
saying, "What
You
color
talking
dog
about you're
walking?"
right. You're right. I know what you're talking about. It's a different version of kryptonite that changes his personality, and people wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
If they see the movie, they wouldn't realize that was already in the comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
because
got people don't know that
yeah,
girl really exists in the canon of Halo.
You
She
know
just at
what?
a
You know
different
what?
point
I'm
of
sorry.
time.
I'm sorry. Hold on, Bob. I'm sorry for the people that out there. You're right. I'm sorry. Master Chief really is black. He just white facing. That's what he was. He got on a white face there. You know, black face. He did a white face. Cut
Yeah.
his hair low and shit. You
And
know
you
what
know
I'm
what
saying?
I like about
Put a
you know
perm
what
in his
man, this
hair.
is what I want to say, and a lot of people didn't say this. I like all the diversity of people that's in it.
You noticed
Yeah,
that too?
huh?
You noticed that?
Yeah,
yeah.
I like the diversity. You don't just have
I
everybody's
noticed
white,
that too.
everybody is black, everybody is air. I like
I
all the
noticed that. I
diversity and
said,
they
hold
met
on.
and they
I said,
mix
wait a
together.
minute.
No one wants to talk about that. They want to give a review these nuts. No homo. Uh, that's something that's different. I see that type of stuff.
They gon'
You know,
they gon' they gonna
like
fuck
they
that
was
little
like, well,
girl up.
Halsey, her hair is black in the game.
So
Well, her hair is blonde in this
so
motherfucker. Shut the fuck up and watch the
you
shit.
know what I would
Because
tell him that? You know what I tell him? Like my hair was would you say her hair was what black in the game when she was
yeah, it's
younger?
black in the game, but it's black and
They
silver in the
colorblind.
game.
You know what I tell them? I tell them they colorblind. That's all. They colorblind. Colorblind. They playing on
But
that
that
conventional old
I'm like
ass
y'all,
TV.
like Captain Keith was a white man. He's a black man now. Miranda was a white woman. She's a mixed woman now. She's mixed with black and white. She
So
does,
was
and
Perry
thing
White.
about it,
So was
yep.
Perry
And
White
thing
on the
about it,
Man of
she has the
Steel.
same. No, we didn't
And they
know
made him
into
black.
Halo. We didn't know into Halo 5 that Miranda was her daughter until we saw the picture. She had love for her daughter, but she put her work first.
But you know, hold on. What you say, Sleepy Goblin? He look average. Master Chief look average. Well, think about it. They age slow.
Hmm.
I don't think people know that. They age slow. So you have to think about what point in time, what period in time in the game is this. So I can see him looking like that because that's not the first time when they showed that. They did it before when they had the other Halo little what was that the other little
No,
Halo show that they had on the Halo channel. What was it called? What was
when
it
they
called?
did a Forward Unto Dawn, when they did that that's with that show when he saved Keys. I mean he saved not Keys, but old boy that runs. I forgot
Yeah,
he
he
saved
saved
the
them.
kid.
He saved them
He
students
saved
and
them
stuff.
kids. They
Them
were
cadets. He
16 at
saved
the
the
time and they
cadets.
was already
Yeah,
Spartan.
yeah. Think about it. When they took that, when they took the helmet off, did you not notice the augmentation? Because that's what they are. They're nothing more than
Yeah.
augmentation, modified human. If you paid attention to it, they took that helmet off, even though they didn't show you Chief. The other people that was with him or whatever, they was young looking.
Yeah.
So you gotta think about it. They looked very young. So they aging slow. So if he take his helmet off, don't think you're gonna see this old ass man like old man Logan and shit smoking a
No.
cigarette like you did that, buck. You ain't gonna see that, bro.
If Chief
He's
take
gonna
his
look
helmet
young.
off now, Chief gonna look like in his mid-50s.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna look
Now I ain't
young.
like my man Halo Cannon and them know when he was born in 2052. I ain't finna go all there. They you can go watch Halo Cannon and Installation 00 and all my guys over there. Them dudes will break down date from dates. I ain't going that far. You know what I'm saying? He's a kid. We already know he was what he was.
Let's just
Now
give it
Silver
time. Let's
Team
give the
and Silver
time
Team
to
is not
show
what
who
they
you
are
are.
either. Because Silver Team
Who?
has a black man with him. Blue Team don't.
Who?
They was all Caucasian. Am I right?
Oh, you said. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You said. Yeah, they got a black dude with them. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. You talking about the black boy? What was his name?
yeah, he's all
His name was
he's a hammer. He
his
and
name
then
was
I hear
Jim.
people talking about the music.
His name was Jim Roscoe Craig. That was his name.
Yeah, and then people talking about the music.
I'm making
Motherfucker,
that
I
shit up,
don't watch
people.
this
I'm
shit
making
for
that
the.
shit up, people.
Come
motherfuckers,
on,
motherfuckers
Jay.
in the comment. Hey, motherfuckers in the comment were wrong with that shit. Yeah, that nigga name is Jim Roscoe Craig. No, I'm
G.
making that shit up.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know that nigga.
One of the
I don't know
Jenkins
his
Morris
name
from
though.
Balky.
I don't know his name.
No, that was
Motherfucker
Fred. He's
had
supposed to
ball.
be Fred. He's supposed to be Fred
He's supposed to be Fred.
on Blue Team.
Damn.
But they turned him into a black man.
They should call him Jerome.
I forgot. You know what? It's actually what's called. They have a website. I got it on my shit on my office. It's Halo. I think it's Halo Waypoint. Something.
Who'd you think,
And you can
Livewire?
actually go.
Should he have a black name? You think they should give him a black name, Livewire?
Who you talking about?
The black dude that's in the on same team with Master Chief. You
No,
think
his
they should
name.
give
He
him a
got a
black
name.
name?
They got
He
the
has a
government
name.
name.
It's like
Is it black? Is it a black name?
Yes. Yeah, I forgot. No,
I
because
mean,
He need a strong.
it's
He need
almost
a
like a
strong.
code name.
No, I'm saying like he need a strong black name like Jerome.
it might
A
be Jerome.
strong
I
black
forgot his
African
name,
Dandada
man.
name. You know what I'm
I
saying?
forgot his name. G. I ain't gonna
It
lie.
could be. It could be worth. It could be like my man
But
Stu P.
and guess
The
what?
Stu
Hang
P
on.
real name is Sweet Pea.
Yeah. And let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 right now. Um Magic Chief is what? Is their leader. And he's a petty officer. He's a Master Chief petty officer and them lieutenants. If we go down the chain of command, they they have more was supposed to have more power than him. They gave up their power to him. They trust him. They're all lieutenants, petty officers, lieutenants. He's petty officer, Master Chief, and Master Chief is the one that's the most enlisted in a navy that you can get, unless you're going to turn to an officer. So everybody around him are officers.
Master Chief real name. His real name is Larry. I'm looking at right now. His name is Larry. His name is Larry. And the black dude name is Gary. Okay. Gary and Larry.
Yeah, but like I said, I like to show what I got. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what I saw of it. It's the first episode. You can't grade a first episode.
Yeah, like what the way I feel about it is it perfect? No. It's the first in the series. Like you said earlier, the budget isn't going to be the same because this is the first. This is no different than the Game of Thrones. Shoot, how big was Game of Thrones, right? Pretty damn big, right?
Yeah.
But it didn't get a huge budget until what, season 3? Because they didn't do a whole lot of CGI well into freaking Game of Thrones. Like the most you really got was like the dragons. That was really about it. You didn't get much else. And even when you had that very first season, that show didn't really get going until about episode 3. You had to, because I remember I had a couple of friends. I was like, "Yo, bro, you just got to keep with it." Like that first episode is slow. The second episode is still slow because they're doing a lot of world building. You know, so
It take
you
time,
kind of
don't it?
you had to. It wasn't until about episode 3 where things started making more sense and you started getting the story behind it. You know.
Hmm.
And
So
that's
can
going to
I
be
ask
the
you this
same thing
question?
for this. I mean, for especially for newcomers, because you got to remember, like these shows aren't built with just the fans in mind. If that was the case, then yeah, they would just make something canon and just keep it like that.
Hmm.
Now nobody else will watch it because they'd be like, I don't know what the hell this is, and they're not really trying to bring me in there. I obviously assume that I should know whatever this is, and I don't. So fuck it, I'm not gonna watch it. You know what I mean? But if you're trying to bring people into this world, you have to bring them in from the beginning of this story. And this story is about John, who is the Master Chief. It's not about the Master Chief, which is why he takes his helmet off. Like when people were like, "Oh, why do you take his helmet off?" Because it ain't about the Master Chief. It's about John, who is the Master Chief. That's the difference. They want to know who is the man in the armor, not just the armor. That's the difference. It'd be like having a Batman. Like people saying, well, they should just have him with the helmet on. That's like having a Batman movie where he's only Batman the whole time, never Bruce
Mm-hmm.
Wayne. So Bruce Wayne don't exist. Now you could do that if you want to, right? And there's been cartoons and other things that had Batman only be. But if you're trying to have a deep dive into who is the person and why are they doing this and what are their motivations, every one of those Batman movies, especially if you look at the shows, like the best Batman show is still the animated series, hands down. It's not even close because it gave you deep dives into why he did what he did, all his conflicts of what he was doing. Times he wanted to, he was like, I have to be Batman, even though I don't want to be Batman. The times he was like, well, screw these
He
people,
was
they don't
psychotic.
appreciate me anyway. I'm gonna just be Bruce Wayne. Like for that, there was a couple of seasons, I mean, episodes where he chose he wasn't gonna be Batman no more. He was like, fuck that, I ain't gonna be Batman no more. I'm gonna live my life and be Bruce Wayne and enjoy my life. But things went to shit, and he felt like, all right, well, I'm the only one that can really, you know
And
save the situation.
there's another universe where his father where his father is Batman because his son
Yeah, and
and his
his
wife
father
dead.
was in the shop, and his father was shooting up niggas with a gun.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I mean,
Was
so that's
no,
that's the
but see,
thing.
like
Yeah,
you said, like you said earlier, people expectations is so fucking high on shit. Oh, it's Halo, it's this and that. I didn't have no motherfucking expectation. Like I say, I tell people, even when you buy a video game, have your motherfucking expectations low. Have it low. If it surprise you. So you want this because there's a lot of motherfuckers that's insecure in this world.
man,
You know,
I had expectations. I just had expectations to be entertained. That's what
yeah.
my expectations are. If it's not something I'm enjoying, then I'll tell you I
When
don't
old
like
girl
this.
grabbed the plasma cannon and she held that motherfucker and then she shot the motherfucker in the head, I said, that's Halo. When John was sitting there sliding and shit, when the Covenant was trying to get, when the Saint Healy was trying to give him buck fifties with a sword, that was action packed. That's Halo.
Hmm.
I like
Then they
how they
sit
went
back.
for. I like how
Then
they
they
showed
sit back
from
and
the
they
visor
told
point
you a
of view
story. They
when he
sit
was
through and
shooting
told
at the
you a
people
story.
from his visor. I like that
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
That you went
And thing
straight to the
about it is,
visor. It was showing you. I
and
was like, oh
if we're
shit.
gonna keep it canon, we're gonna keep it 100 Street. Um, in that
That's a
time, they
lot of
could not
hundred.
communicate to Halo to Reach at the time, like how he was communicating.
Yeah,
They wouldn't
his
know what he
armor's
was doing.
fire though.
Yeah, they wouldn't know what he was doing. But that shit when you saw man, when you saw they was like, oh, we got to go stop the chief, and you saw Silver Team load up, and you saw all the mother. I'm like, oh my god, this shit is crazy. Like, what you guys get? It's like, okay, this is for real. And John figured a way, like, I got to get out of here, and she knew. She think about it, she put a smile on her face when John lit that shit up and was gone. Now, if Silver Team gonna be on the hunt for him, yeah, I got a feeling.
Yeah, they're probably gonna
All,
look for him, but I
all,
don't
He
think
gonna come to a
they ain't
planet
trying to
Earth.
all I
arrest
got
them,
to
but
say,
Huh?
all I got to say is he got dialogue. He talks. Unlike the first
The
four
first
fucking
three
games.
Halos, he didn't talk like that. He was a
You know what I
robot,
mean?
and they showed you that he was a robot.
Talk.
They were robots. Thing about it
He looked.
in
He
this
looked in that.
timeline is they
He looked in that.
suppressed
He
their
looked in that
memory.
little. He looked in that little girl eye and said, "I'm human too."
but
Right.
see this, but see this is the thing. Like people, the way they complain, some people I hear them complain like, what's he Chief Master Chief is supposed to be very stoic. He's like a machine. He's not supposed to take his helmet off. All right, that's fair enough. That's how you feel, right? Why the fuck would I want
No,
to
hold on,
watch
hold on, hold
this?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. No, 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 no.
Because
This,
like
hold on,
like why would I want?
this
Because
is
you
where
know
they
what?
get mixed up.
No, but what I'm
What
saying
they
is,
get?
why if they made Master Chief how they think he's supposed to act in the show, would it not feel like a ripoff of RoboCop?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
And then
actually,
and
yeah.
and then the same thing with the Mandalorian. Why don't he keep the mask on?
yeah,
Because it's not the Mandalorian.
yeah.
There's no reason for him to keep the mask on. You just want him to keep a mask on because it was in the video game. It's not a video game. It's a different medium.
Well, I'm gonna
Like
say
it
this
doesn't
because
make sense to keep it on just because it's based on the video game. The reason why it was on for the video game is because it's perspective and limitations.
oh yeah, you already
Yeah,
going where
if
I
you
was
have
going
ever
to say.
watched the original Xbox Halo, them animations for the face weren't great,
No.
No, it
And
wasn't.
and
actually, he had his helmet. Think about it. It's not like people didn't see him. If you play Halo 2, his mask was off, remember? He put his
well,
mask
yes,
on.
yeah,
Yeah, but you
Everybody
couldn't
know
see
what
it.
he looked like already.
Right? You mean
yeah.
everybody
The
out there in the
player, the
gaming
player
world
didn't
know
And
it?
see it.
again,
Yeah,
in
Yeah,
his
but the
world, knew
player.
what he looked like. He told him, "You
Right.
fuck up this shit again, Chief."
Hold on, Bo. But see, the reason why it kept the mask on because he's supposed to be like Zelda. That's supposed to be you. Like Link, that's supposed to be your voice. Chief was supposed to be you until they start writing storyline for it. Remember, that first
The first
Halo and the
Halo's
second one
supposed to
really
be
didn't
you.
have
They
no
didn't know
goddamn
Halo was
story.
gonna blow up like that.
Like it didn't have no damn stories like that. So as time went on, they just developed other stories and stuff and said fuck it, because he really was supposed to be you. That's why you ain't
Yeah.
see his face. But
yeah.
I mean, I don't give a
It's not.
shit.
It's like
That
it's not the
goddamn movie
first
was
time he
good.
took off his fucking helmet. We didn't see it. We even saw a glimpse of the old man in at the end of Halo fucking 4. If you play the legendary shit, you see it, and you see the motherfucker look like he fatty. But damn, y'all, the people's tripping off of he took it off too fast. Well,
It's
you
not
was
supposed
too
to,
fast
but
on
it's
your old
not.
lady.
But see,
So
that's the
nigga,
prop.
she left your ass
But see,
after
they're
between
looking
you
at
and your old lady.
if you're looking at it from the like again, the show is meant for everyone. It's not
Yeah.
meant solely for gamers or fans of Halo. It's meant for everybody because what's going to happen is if you're only looking at it from your perspective of the fan and not from somebody who's never played or even know much about Halo, you're going to leave the helmet on. They're going to come away from the first episode as, oh, this is just a fucking knockoff of the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And that's what you don't
Yeah,
want. It's not
yeah.
supposed to be the Mandalorian. So
Thank you.
they made the choice to take the helmet off early because if you keep it on, people are just going to think it's a knockoff of the Mandalorian. And that would be a stupid decision. And anybody who doesn't understand that, I don't understand what you're talking about. You're just dumb. You don't get it. Like you don't
And
see.
and people don't understand that situation with that girl. he wanted to show trust. She told him, "Take your helmet off. You see my motherfucking face. You killed my
Well,
mom.
I don't know if she
You
no,
didn't.
she
You
didn't
killed
say
my mother."
she didn't say take it off. She said, "Do you take it off?"
Yeah, but she said you killed my mother.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, things, and this is what I was told." She said, "You ain't nothing but a motherfucking robot." So to show her some damn trust, like, "Hey, I'm gonna get us out of here because they gave me the code to kill your little ass. I
Well,
gotta
I mean,
take it off and show you."
but
Now,
we
will
had
we
this
see him
conversation
every
earlier.
5
Chief was
minutes with
never
the
in
helmet off?
danger
No.
from her. Chief was never
He
in
was never in
danger
danger. He was never
of
in danger from
even with the
No,
anybody.
he
even with
wasn't, but he wanted to show trust to the girl.
yeah, because that would have been equivalent if you gave a little kid a butter knife and said, "Well, trust, I'll give you this. Now trust me. Like you can move." like, like he ain't worried about that.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's not it's like he wasn't scared of her, but he was sitting there like, "Okay, if you want us to get the fuck out of here." And he saw she was the only one left of her kind. She was wiped out. And I think they're going to what you call it. I think he gonna take them to the other team, the rogue Spartans. I think he gonna hook them.
Well, yeah, he has to bring like all right. So if you haven't
Yeah,
watched, they do give a preview of the next episode. If you watch
the end
the
of the
debrief, yeah, the
okay.
classifieds, you got to
Mhm.
watch the end of the classifieds with a old girl from IGN, and they give like what like a 30-40 minute um intro clip of
Mhm.
him taking her to like wherever someplace. I don't know exactly where it is, but
Yeah,
someplace. I'm
once they go
assuming
off the
that's where
grid.
Bokeem Woodbine is.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah, because
off,
and they got a Spartan. They a Spartan team.
yeah.
That's
Whenever,
that's supposed to
and
be
more than
a
likely he'll
great
have
team.
his helmet off there too. Well, he doesn't
Yeah,
in the
that's
clip.
supposed to
He
be
has it on, but
yeah,
like he'll
that's
probably take
great
it
team.
off, talking it to Woodbine because again, no reason for him to have the helmet on around the dude that he went into basic training and all that crap with.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
what's the
went
point?
rogue because he said they was making us robots.
Yeah. But yeah, from what I know, Woodbine didn't his character didn't
Agree with what the UNSC was
yeah, it
doing.
didn't like he was left kind of mutilated from the procedure. He didn't
Right.
fully make it through. So he's enhanced, but somehow it's like, he had to get some
And a
augmentation.
lot of
I think
people
he
don't.
has like a fake arm or something like
Yeah,
a
but see, a lot of
robotic
people
arm
don't
or something.
understand the people that didn't make it. They put them in cryostasis. Red team that you see on Halo Wars,
Hmm.
they're original Spartan twos. They
Hmm.
got when they figured out how to fix them, they fixed them. But they made the original Spartan twos think they were dead.
Hmm.
That's canon. That's in the canon. Like they thought they were dead. So John thinking if he see red team and he see them people now, he think them guys are dead. They even had
Yeah.
a full funeral for them, but they were in cryostasis. That's how motherfucking Halsey mind is so fucking good and evil.
Well, yeah, because look, you're gonna see. I'm pretty sure through this show, you're gonna see how she treats her daughter in the same way. Like she birthed that girl, but
Hold on, Vaughn.
she's
You,
singularly
you
focused on her, like the task at hand and her
you don't
children,
think
which she considers a Spartan.
Man.
you don't think that she's going to get Master Chief to take her to the other colonists so she could tell
Oh,
them like, no, they the one that helped them. Old girl, the young buck, the little 16-year-old.
yeah,
Because
that's
you
what she
remember
gonna.
when
That's what
Ogre,
he gonna leave her with
Well,
Woodbine.
I think he's taking her
He
there to
gonna leave her. He
hide
gonna
her
leave
for
her with
right now.
somebody that he's safe. Like I gotta go
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta
I
go
don't.
back, but I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
think
leave
he's
it to
gonna
you,
hide
and they
her.
and they know now to fuck with you
Yeah,
because
I think that.
now hang on. They said his name when they call. Hang on, this is what I got caught too. I was listening to a video. When old lady said that what you call it use that what you call it protocol. That part was protocol for Gray Team for Wilbon oh boy for my man's. That was the protocol from them. Like we don't need another none of them. That's his protocol. That she should. And see,
Cause
people don't
I'm sitting here,
understand this too.
I'm sitting here
Think,
thinking like, wait a minute, you just seen what just happened. You just seen them try to save y'all asses by beating up these motherfuckers, by whooping these motherfuckers ass, by trying to beat that covenant ass and shit, for trying to murder y'all, which they did any goddamn way. Quite
Yeah.
naturally, you would think one would just say, you know what? Yeah, let them know. Tell the other
yeah,
one
but think
because
about it, they
what
didn't
she
believe in
said.
the covenant. They didn't believe in the covenant or the Spartans because they was in the
No,
out.
no,
They was
no,
in the
no. I
outer rim.
understand that. No. I understand that. But I'm saying, I'm looking at it. I'm saying like she's seen what she's seen with her own eyes. So all she has to do is tell them. Well, then again, the other colonists probably thinking that she might be forced to say that shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, it's no different than anybody who gets terrorized by a government. You know what I mean? If you're terrorized by the government, but they're telling you there's a bigger threat out there, you're like, well, shit, you terrorizing me? What bigger threat
Right,
is that? Then you know what I mean? Like it's almost like it's similar to like the whole 9/11 thing. You know what I mean, when 9/11 happened and people were out there crying and stuff, and then you have people that are looking at it side eyed, like, well, I mean, y'all didn't think this would happen if you keep on bombing people's homes and stuff in other countries? You didn't think they would come back and retaliate? Like, why would you think this would not be a thing? Oh well, they're terrorists. But America bombs little kids all the time and says, well, we had to do it for the greater good all the time. Whereas the civilians, they have no control over what other people do in those countries and those factions. But now the survivors become radicalized because you killed his daughter, his wife, his
Mhm.
son. You know what I mean? His mother. So what else does he have left to do but then come back and like? Well, he's just gonna be like, well, that was unfortunate. Guess I'll remarry. That's
But
what
see,
he's
that's
supposed to
what they
do.
were
Like
training.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what they
Like
was
people.
training the Spartans to do. Like, and see, thing about it is in the canon, their minds wasn't suppressed. They knew they got taken. They knew they was kids. They knew all that. And this John mind was suppressed about what was going on. He had a father and a daddy. That's not in canon that he had a daddy. They said he had a mama. They said he used to beat up kids in King of the Hill. Now he touched that motherfucking relic here his mind, and she said, "Well, John," she said, "We'll go." See, that's the admiral. See, that's only right there.
Mhm.
That she straight up on, and see, people don't understand. If they look on the side, their my blue team was never Oni. Now, what's called was part of Oni. That's why he had to sing. My man, what's called it had the symbol because he used to be part of Oni. Oni had
Oh,
their own Spartans,
yeah,
but Master Chifu he worked straight under the UNFC.
yeah,
So now they got them like they're working under Oni and shit like that. That's excite me because it's different. Like it's different. Like okay, it make me different. Different. Like okay, this old Indian woman, she trying to be a motherfucking beast. She
yeah.
like she don't want Cortana being built. She's like he needs a companion.
Well, I mean, that's how Halsey looks at it. But
No.
look, man, when you spend the money the way Halsey spends money, and and people when you're a person in power, and you feel like it's hard to control this person in the first place, you're gonna
but
question everything they do because anything that goes bad falls on your ass. It's just how it is. So even though you're the higher up, she's under you. So whatever, like Halsey could do all kinds of crazy stuff, but like all that falls back on, what I mean, falls back on her. So
and
Well,
what
Halsey
episode
don't
y'all
care.
think that they're gonna introduce
oh shit, they
Cortana?
got worms
How
in
many
there. I
how
didn't
many
even notice
episodes?
that shit. You notice that they have worms in there?
I can't say the I don't want to say it, but that's the I don't want to say the word.
They
We
got
we
one
fight them in the
The
game.
word.
them worms in a jar. I think the
No,
from
they're not in a jar. Them
the
them
hunters,
them the
right?
hunters. Them the
Yeah, the
hunters.
hunters that assemble and
Yeah,
become
they
them.
called I can't say it. I
Oh,
can't
I
say the
thought they
word
was
right
like
Yeah.
now.
intested or some shit
No,
like
it's
that. I know what the fuck
that
that
Nah,
low.
was.
those
I
are
can't say the
yeah.
word. If I fuck it up, I apologize. Halo fans, I
Say,
fucked it up.
nigga, say the goddamn
I
word.
can't say it right, motherfucker. Shit.
What it begin? Nigga, just say the damn. If
It's
you
said
fuck
with
up,
an
you
E.
fuck up.
It's man. I ain't gonna say it. Nigga ain't finna fuck me up. You ain't gonna have motherfuckers clowning me, dog walking me.
I
You
ain't gonna do that. I
old
want them to
Barry
say,
White
hey,
looking ass nigga. Fuck you.
hey man, hey man. Barry White was a very handsome man. He got a lot of pussy. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
But no, but that the thing about it, the covenant never had a woman that
Damn.
control. They
It's
never
messed up,
they
man.
hated humanity. That's how you should know it's different. And I heard the Angry Joes. I didn't heard.
I thought that what you talking about? An embryo? What? I'm still trying to think what
No,
you
okay,
talking
you know
about.
the worm. Okay,
Nah,
the
nah.
hunters was
Like
nothing but worms.
in the
They,
section where they were when they first come back
I'm gonna go back and
and
watch it.
when Halsey is talking to the admiral right after that, her daughter goes down to the lab where they got all these aliens kind of basically being dissected and
dissected.
whatnot. They had a can
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
this
You talking
big
about like
clear jug.
all them
It kind of
bodies? You
look
talking,
yeah, it
yeah,
kind of
like
is
how
like
they
if you
was experimenting on the
Okay, my man
bodies.
said. Look, Legettos. That's what they are. My man, Fireballs, Legettos.
yeah,
The ghetto.
so like they got this big like tub
The
kind of
vipers
similar
and
to like what you see in Aliens with the face huggers. They got something like that. That she walks by, the father walks by. Keys, was it Admiral General Keys? Admiral
Yeah, I
Keys,
seen
he
whatever.
that.
captain. He
I
And
seen
captain.
it's like
the
a thing
body
of
parts
like
and stuff that
worms
they
in
was
there.
experimenting on.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
some
I ain't
worms
see the
in there.
worm. I gotta go back and see the
Yeah,
worm. I ain't see the worm, but I seen the body parts and stuff.
because
I
the
was
thing
like,
is,
man, okay, experiment on them.
as far as far as we know, right? We only seen the elites. We don't know if they've battled any other aliens. Obviously, they have had something that they because they got those worms. So I don't know if they battled those or they just encountered them and
That
not know.
I think where that's setting is like I'm gonna put this way. I think this is setting right before for Halo CE when the first Halo.
Yeah, I mean, well, see. I don't know how they
Legettos.
how
Yeah,
are
they
they
Legettos,
because
Fireballs, Legettos. That's what they call.
Reach
I
is
don't
still
know.
there,
Leget. I'm
right?
with you,
Because
Fireballs. I'm with you, G. I don't know how to say that
because
shit.
in if it was staying close to the core timeline, wouldn't Chief just be becoming like he would just be put in commission by the time Reach had been glassed already?
No,
Yeah,
no. Actually,
yeah, I think you would
if
have.
we really play this, if we play it right now, Chief will be
Because
what's called
he's at
okay.
the end
What
of the Reach game. Like you
okay?
see
So
him
no,
being
no, yeah.
transferred.
So
Reach would have
if
been
we
destroyed
talking
by now.
about it is he Cortana's part of Cortana's getting put on that. Yeah, you could say Halo Reach. We
Yeah,
in
that's
that
It,
what I'm
around that
saying. It would
time.
have been
because
Reach would have been
he
destroyed.
technically doesn't
Hey,
get Cortana until
let me
the
ask you
first
this.
Halo,
No,
huh?
he already
Right.
had no. Actually, no. He actually got Cortana already. That's a different thing about it. Is um when you play Noble
No, the
Six.
first
No,
Halo,
when you
he
play
didn't.
Noble Six, no, that's a different no. Halsey giving her something, giving Cortana another part of her brain.
Okay. Because
Okay.
they didn't have a
Part of her brain.
Cortana
No,
in
he
Reach.
already
No,
I
no,
don't
knew
no.
remember
about
Cortana in Reach.
already.
No. We know that, but we're saying that in the beginning of Halo One, he didn't have Cortana right then and there. He
He did
didn't.
have
No,
Cortana. Cortana,
no.
no, Cortana ran the ship. He was in cryo sleep, so he don't need to have Cortana. He's in cryo sleep.
Huh?
He's a cryo. Yeah, in Halo, in the original Halo, he sleep.
Well, yeah,
He don't
Right.
need Cortana.
Right.
Cortana runs
But
the
in the
But right.
original Halo,
everything.
Cortana
But
was the ship's
Cortana was not
AI.
there though. Yeah,
She
Yeah,
she
he
was
wasn't
wasn't.
there.
there
He didn't
though.
belong. Like they didn't. They didn't make it seem that Cortana belonged to him. They
No,
made it seem
Cortana.
like
Yeah.
No,
Cortana belonged to the ship.
Cortana said, "I picked you."
Well,
Right.
yeah,
Cortana
but
knew. No, that's why Keys already knew to give Cortana to him. He ain't everybody on. I
well,
mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, who else
everybody.
would you
Think
give it
about
to?
it.
You
If
wouldn't
you
give
look
him to
at Chief
nobody
right
else if the
now,
ship was under
if you
attack.
look at Chief right now, he has a dumb AI. That's what they got now. They had dumb AIs, and we call
she's
dumb
not a dumb
AIs.
AI. She's not a dumb AI,
Huh?
dog. It wasn't a dumb AI. It wasn't.
That's a dumb
That's why
AI.
we did
We
remember.
don't call it because they
No,
can't
well,
get
look
smarter.
at no. Yes, they can. He didn't have that. He didn't have that.
Who? We
Remember
talking
being
about in a
by
TV
Chief.
show. They had
You
a
talking about the
dumb
TV show?
AI.
You talking about
He
the
got a
TV
hang on.
show?
Actually, in what you call it, he got a dumb AI.
On what?
And what?
Actually, when he started Halo motherfucking Halo Infinite, he had a dumb AI
No,
until
it
he
didn't.
took the
No,
weapon.
that's not. No,
Yes,
that's
he
not a
did. When
dumb
he
AI.
took the weapon,
No, go
because
back
he
and
didn't
listen
trust
to it.
her.
He didn't have an
She
AI.
no, listen. That
Yes,
no,
he do.
bro.
They all
He
had
talking about
dumb
the
AI.
AI.
Not an
He
Infinite.
talking about the A. He talking
In
about the
Infinite,
AI
he
that
did
he
have
had
a
got.
dumb AI.
No, that's not a dumb AI. That's an exact copy of Cortana. She just never
No,
met
I'm not
on
talking
her.
about. I ain't talking about. I ain't talking about the
Hold
chick. I'm talking about before when he was fighting. He didn't have her. We talking
He
about.
had
Well, I ain't
nobody.
talking about. Huh?
He
Yeah,
Yeah,
had
he
he
did.
had
He had
nobody.
a
no.
dumb AI
He
when he
had
got his ass
nobody.
whooped. When old boy whooped his ass, he had a dumb AI. All Spartans had a dumb
Oh,
AI. That's how he got
No,
to
he
know
didn't
what
have
oh,
happened.
nobody in there. That was
Then
it
hang on, they
was.
didn't have a dumb AI. Why when he ended up getting baby girl, he took the
we
chip
on the
out.
show, Ki.
He took the show. He took the chip out and knew how they died.
Wait, what?
Everybody,
Doing
all
the invite.
Spartans are
All
going
right.
dumb because Cortana was controlling AI. You forgot. The created fucked around and took over a lot of the fucking AI. They had to go back to the dummy AIs.
No, Bone, but they never show that though, Bone. That's what I'm saying. You
But
saying they had a
I
dumb
thought the
AI,
chip
but
was
they
I
never
thought the
show
chip
that.
isn't the
No,
chip supposed to be basically like their black box? I didn't think it was an AI per se.
no, it's an
But
AI.
I guess it could be,
It's a dumb
whatever.
AI. They call them dumb AIs. If you read the books,
He talking about
it's
the
a
AI
bunch
that
of
was on
dumb
top of that
AIs.
was on the ship. He that was on the ship before he had got
Yeah, but
that
that's not what
copy
we
of
were talking
Cortana.
about, Bone. Like
Yeah,
that,
but
yeah,
that's not what we're talking
we were
about,
talking
right?
about the specific relationship between Cortana and Chief. In the original
Yeah,
games, it didn't
right.
start. He had
It
no
started.
real interaction
He already knew
until
about
the
Cortana
beginning.
already before he got
Yeah,
on
he
the fucking
knew.
yacht.
Yes, everybody on the ship knew about Cortana, but he hadn't had a real
He
interaction with
did.
her
They went on a
Right.
until.
mission in the see things. See, I don't read the books. He did went on a mission with
Well,
Cortana
hold on. No,
already.
no, 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 Bone. You can't go by that book. Because remember, in the beginning, the very first Halo, they did not have no story of what was going on. That was added
But
in
no, but you
later.
gotta. The books are canon.
No, I understand. No,
The
the
books
book
is
is
canon, just
canon
like
now.
Star Wars.
In the beginning, but
Just
Bone,
like
hold on, no, Bone,
The
you
Star
can't.
Wars books are
Look,
canon.
but look, no, Bone, but you got to realize when you first played Halo, everybody first played Halo, dog. That Halo, John, it did not tell you that. You ain't even know that. All you knew was this dude just grabbed the AI, put it in his fucking head, and went off about his goddamn business in the first Halo game. And
Yeah,
The thing
until
about
what?
it is,
How many years? How many years later
but
it
check
went
this
before
out.
they
Hang
gave
on,
us
but
a better
hang on,
story?
Flip. Let's keep it 100 straight. Did he trust it? Did he trust it?
he
Did he
did. I
trust it?
mean,
Did he
I
he
think
trust
he
it?
did.
Did
I think he
nobody
he
did.
keep
I
on
trusted.
think he
putting it
did.
because
I think he did.
he didn't want to put the new
I
Cortana in
think
his
he
head.
did.
Am I right?
He didn't. He
Nah,
trusted
yeah,
her.
he ain't
He
really want
didn't
to do
trust
it.
her at
He
first.
yeah,
He
he
was
ain't
like
want to. He ain't
50-50
really want to do
straight.
that. He ain't really want to
He
do
was
that.
like,
Yeah, I give you that.
no,
I give you
he
that.
didn't
No, he
trust
was
that.
right. He really didn't want to put that.
So
I
I'm
can't
saying
think.
that he had a run. He
Well,
knew who she was.
All right. So from what we know of it, right, where it seems to me that where we're going in the future is Cortana is going to be basically obviously it's his online part pilot, right? But it's a
Right.
mechanism. Well, Halsey feels it controls him, keeps him on task. So if he has
No,
any questions, yeah, well,
I
that's the
think
thing. Because
I think
remember,
it's
she
gonna
was like,
be
"Well,
I
how do
think
you
it's gonna
control
be
him?"
her. I think
Huh?
it's gonna be that's her at all times.
Oh,
You think what?
Halsey. I think it's gonna be Halsey all times.
Cortana is Halsey.
Yeah,
It's her DNA.
and I'm thinking it's gonna be like she can communicate. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if Halsey locked in jail. She can communicate with John.
No, no, she ain't gonna do that. No, it
And
don't
I'm
make any
telling you,
sense.
I don't know if
Yeah,
what
she'll
but
up
do
with you,
that,
John
but
Doe?
yeah, but that's not gonna make any sense that way because she still got stuff to do. She can't be talking to him
It's a
all day.
different timeline. We don't know what the fuck a motherfucker got to
But
do.
Bone, how's she gonna do her job if she gonna be talking to him for on every
She can
single
talk.
mission?
Thing about it, she got access to him.
Yes, yeah, if she needs to talk to him, but she's not gonna be
Yeah.
talking to him like
I
Cortana
really
be
don't
talking to
know.
him. That don't make any
I'm gonna be
sense.
honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know. I don't see her doing that, but
if they can
No,
sit there and sit there and take the air out this nigga breath, I think she gonna find a way to cut all that shit off. He gonna be free.
I don't think she. I don't think she
It's like
wants
I think
to have him
when they
No,
gonna
free
prove
though.
they gonna
I
prove
definitely don't think he liked it. That the fact that they
yeah.
just tried to knock him out. You get what I'm saying? I guarantee he didn't like that at all. He
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that's way
what
too
I
much control.
yeah, what I think he will want to do is two things. When he goes to this place, he want to one try to hide the old girl, find a safe space for her because he needs her to be, you know, what I mean, safe while because you know he's gonna have to go back, but he's not gonna take her with her because she, you know, they're gonna just try to kill her anyway.
All right,
And
this is what I
two, I
think.
would
This is
think
what
they
I
would
think.
try to get him to fix to adjust the suit where they can't just be hacking his suit every. That's what I
Exactly.
would
Yeah,
do.
I was
Yeah.
about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
This is what I
Yeah.
think. I
I'm a
think
hundred.
after he
I'm a
dropped the
hundred
girl
ninety with
off
that.
at whatever settlement that he's gonna hire
Yeah.
her at, he gonna figure out how to get a different suit or get the suit changed or whatever, hack whatever you want to put it.
True,
And Reach
but
gonna end up
I
and
love short Indian.
hold on. And I think Reach is gonna get destroyed when he try to go back to Reach. I think he's gonna get destroyed by the Covenant.
You
Nah,
said
I
who?
don't think they don't know about Reach yet.
Reach.
Yeah, but
I
I
think
love
they're gonna
short.
find out though. I think they're gonna find out why he's
No,
away.
no, I
On his
no
way going
no
back, I
no.
think they're
Actually,
gonna find out. They're coming. They're gonna
I
find
no. I
out.
think
They're
no.
gonna
For one,
destroy
is
it.
Harmony. I think Harmony get blown up before Reach.
Who? Who?
Harmony.
We say?
Harmony got blown up before
Oh,
Reach.
Harmony. All right, all right. Go ahead, John
Yeah,
Joe. What you was about to say?
that short Indian motherfucker, she's scared to death of Master Chief. You hear me? So
Which
you
one?
know she little short Indian woman. You get what
Oh,
I'm
you mean
saying?
the general or
Yeah.
The Admiral.
admiral? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever the fuck she is, she's scared to death of Master Chief.
Oh, the
She
Indian
like,
woman.
Well,
Yeah,
because
she like
everybody is.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
she like you got this killer machine out here running rogue. You get what I'm saying?
Yup, yup,
Well, because
She's
yup.
scared.
she ain't
He
gonna
like the
trust nothing
smoke.
that she can't control.
You
Exactly. That's
talking
what
about
I'm
Master
saying. So
the Halo movie, Ki?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
so you know what I'm
the
saying?
TV show.
Yeah,
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 we talking about this girl.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You ain't
yeah.
watch
Uh,
So
you watch it yet?
Sadly, I haven't been able to have the time to claim that free 2 month trial from Paramount yet. But best believe though, I'm gonna try to claim it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's
Motherfucker,
good. It's good,
you
bro.
been, nigga, motherfucker, you done had
He
it
got
since
free
the
Man,
work,
first week.
nigga.
he
Leave
been
that nigga
working,
alone,
man.
bro.
He's
He work, dog. Cut
He
that
been
shit
on
out,
yeah.
bro.
motherfucking Marvel superheroes.
He
Get
Yeah,
your
but
ass
he
off of
look,
work.
Marvel
man.
superheroes and watch some
He's
shit,
This nigga
G.
he's
you're a
he's
fucking
the top flight
asshole.
You been on
security
You're
of
Marvel.
the
an
mall,
asshole.
dog.
You're
He
an
can't be on his
asshole.
phone
You're an
all the
asshole.
time.
You're a fucking asshole. You a fucking
You
asshole.
can't
Nah,
secure
Get
the
your
mall
ass
if
off
you're
of
I'm
not
hood
Marvel
if you're
and
on
security.
your
watch
I'm
some
phone.
hood
TV
So
show.
security. I'm hood security right now. I'm top hood security.
the
Yeah,
top hood
top
That's
flight
right.
security. I'm
security of the
Yeah, I'm
world,
hood,
Greg.
Of the
top hood,
world.
he's
top
in the
hood.
hood now. He's in the hood now. Yeah, he's the ball no more. He said there's real crime going out here. He said I don't necessarily
Shit, I'm
run
at one
into it.
right now.
He said, but I report that. I report it. I report it.
I
I
ain't
said
report it. I wouldn't
I see them
shit.
doing stuff.
I wouldn't see that. Hey, hey, I didn't see it. I was what happened? They knocked me out with a gun. I was asleep.
Yeah. And
Man,
guess what?
you know what?
And guess
Never
what?
mind. Let's just keep on going. Pass all that. What do you?
And guess
Yeah.
what they're gonna tell
So
Bone?
let's just change the subject.
They're
We've
gonna
been on
tell
this
Bone
Halo
that
shit.
as long as you sleep, Bone, you always got a job. they gonna tell Bone that shit like what? Yeah, don't
So
wake
what's
up,
up with
nigga.
y'all? Y'all think this motherfucking PlayStation Spartacus coming out this week?
What
I mean,
PlayStation?
that's the
it's
rumor.
coming
That's
out.
the rumor.
This is coming
What
out this
one?
week.
That's
On
going.
Monday.
It's kind of expensive though for what I mean. The top tier one is like $60 for 3 months. So that's like
Oh,
one.
you talking
I
about
mean
that
one. That's
PlayStation
240 for the year.
that place
I don't know
that
nothing about it.
PlayStation
Shit, I can
Game
tell you
Pass,
about it.
whatever the fuck they call that bullshit.
Yeah. I
PlayStation
mean,
Pass.
like they don't. We still don't know. I mean, we know the rumors of it. You know, demos and old games and PlayStation Plus and PlayStation. What's the collection? You know what I mean? They got that stuff, but um, we don't know if they changed or adjusted, you know, their system as far as like maybe they put new games in there every 6 months after release or something. We don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. But I mean, it's more expensive than Game Pass at this point. It's Game Pass is 180 and it's 240. It's 180 for the year versus 240. So I don't know what they putting in it that costs it to cost that
Goodness
much, but
gracious.
I don't think it's going to. Well, it'll work
but
out for the PlayStation fans because they gonna buy it. Listen here, if you can spend money like they say for a $70 fucking game, they can spend money for their PlayStation Pass, whether if it's $60 a month or whatever that shit is. However, they gonna
but
run
they
that
got a
shit.
lot of they got like four tiers. You got like the $9 one, which is like
4 tiers? What?
yeah, I think it's
Yeah, I don't know
Fuck
nothing
you need
about no
four
tiers.
tiers
nine
for?
dollars because it's $9 for PlayStation Plus and PlayStation what's it now?
Yeah.
Then it's like $19 for PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Now, but you get I think it's demos or something.
Some games or
And
something.
then it's the $40 one, which you get the PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Now. You get the collection, you get the old games, and then the final tier is like you get demos and basically you get a 3 hour trial of whatever game. Now I don't know if it's all game. It might be every game on PlayStation for all we know. It might be
Let me
every
ask you
single
this:
game on PlayStation. You get a three hour trial for.
how y'all feel about the demo? Cause I'm sitting here thinking like I don't I don't understand
Um,
what's the
I,
purpose
I'm like,
of the
this
demo.
bitch got me paying rent. No, I'm saying that's odd.
I'm
I
just saying
mean,
like I'm just saying like
I mean the 3 hour
I don't know.
trial for every if that's what they do like a not just
Yeah,
a
feel
demo but like a
free.
3 hour trial for every game that's available on PlayStation. It's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? I mean, it
Okay,
sucks that it
okay.
sucks
Let me
that
answer this. Answer
huh?
this. I'm gonna give you a 3 hour trial on a game that only lasts 5 hours.
Oh no,
My
they not
nigga,
doing that.
my
They
nigga,
probably changed that to
my
an hour
nigga,
or something like that.
my
But
nigga.
those
I'm
games,
saying,
they'll adjust it on probably a percentage of what the game is. So say if your game is 20 hours, they'll give you 3 hours. If it's like 5 hours, they'll give you and 1 hour. You know, they'll probably adjust it accordingly. Uh, but you know, I mean, it's not a terrible thing. I just think that
It
if you're
ain't
not gonna
terrible.
put your games in there, I still feel like
It's a
it's
waste of
holding
fucking time.
it's holding it back a little bit. I it look the three.
Just keep it a buck. Keep it
I'm
keep
not
the shit
saying
straight.
the three
Oh,
hour
that's a
demos
waste
is
of
still
time.
cool. Look, it's still cool for a 3 hour demo. It's a bit expensive, but it's still cool for it. It's just that I mean, maybe you're gonna have a bunch of people that only play the play the first 3 hours of the game. Shoot, we
I'm
know
trying to
people
tell
like
you,
that
dog.
only play the first 3 hour
Hang
game. We
on,
know
hang on.
people like that.
All right.
I'm telling you,
You
dog.
talking to a
A
guy?
three
You talking
hour
to a
shit.
guy that had hang on. You talk to a guy that play EA Access, right?
Right.
If I
Mm-hmm.
play the new Madden
Mm-hmm.
and I don't exit that damn game, I can wake up in the morning and say you got 2 hours left out of 10 hours. Out of 10 hours,
Yeah, we know that, but I'm just saying we do
you
know
know
people that only play
Sony is
3 hours. Huh?
Sony is corny for doing some shit. Man, I
Yeah, they
ain't giving
might.
Sony shit.
Look,
I'm sorry.
look. I'm not saying it's a perfect solution. I mean, look, the easiest thing would be to follow something a little bit similar to Game Pass, but obviously they're just not trying to do it that way. So they're gonna do it the demo way. Now, how that unfolds, we just don't know. Like, I mean, the best value if you're gonna do those demos is it applies to every game, but it might only apply to games that are in PlayStation Plus.
I'm telling you, dog. People are gonna be paying. They're gonna play a 5 hour or 6 hour game for 3 hours, and buy the game and gonna find out. Oh, you can continue on your games and stuff. Take your love off. And as soon as they pay for that shit, that shit gonna be like, okay, 2 hours left of the game. Then they gonna pay for it. They gonna be mad as shit. Well, you can play it again like 3 more times to get a different version of it. I'm trying to tell you, dog.
Yeah,
I see they gonna fuck up on that shit somehow, dog.
yeah.
We
I don't
talking
know.
about
It's
Sony games.
interesting.
Why? We talking about Sony.
It is
It's gonna
interesting.
fuck up.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it unfolds, and look,
I'm not gonna
if
shoot
it
it
if
down.
huh no if it look if it provides a value to people, I don't see the negative in it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't
Same
have a
here.
PlayStation. I don't have a PlayStation now, but if I did have one, I probably
I'd give
wouldn't
it a
buy.
try just to see.
Yeah, I would get the service, and I wouldn't buy no games because I don't care about multi-platform PlayStation anyway. So, and when I did buy PlayStation games, all I would do is trade them in to get the next new one. So if they're gonna just have their games in that service anyway, I would just get that service because I don't really value PlayStation games the same way. You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I mean? Like there's not gonna be. Like I played God of War one. So I'm just a shooter. I forgot I still got it on PC. I gotta beat that. You know what I mean? But all those PlayStation games I got, I still like them. You know what I mean? But you only play them once in a while. I mean, for most people, I guess. Yes, the super crazy, you know, insane PlayStation fanboys. They say crazy stuff
Sure,
like they
sure,
played
live. I'm telling you this,
Uncharted like
live.
50 times or whatever.
Hey, live. I'm telling you this. You gonna hear that song? I have the time of my life, even
No, you
though
still.
it's only one gameplay. I'm trying to tell you, live. I'm telling you, that shit sound. I mean, it sounds good that they on board with trying to bring something to their community, but that shit is gonna fall short, bro. Sony gonna fuck around, make them charge them motherfuckers double for playing a 3 hour game that's only 5 hours in an actual campaign. I'm telling you, Sony never let
Yeah.
me down with the fucked up shit that they do. They never let me down. They never do.
I wouldn't be
No, that,
They
shocked if
never
they
do.
did,
no,
put something fucked up in there, but
Huh.
Well,
no,
what you think, John Doe?
yeah.
that's not what's shocking. What's shocking is how they actual fans support the bullshit that they do. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Well,
shocking part. You know what I'm saying?
no, I'm used
Sony
to
do
that
fucked
now.
up shit. If Sony do the fucked up shit, then they fans support it and act like it's the best thing since sliced bread is the thing that kills me. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that Sony would do it because most businesses, if you let them do some fucked up shit to you, guess what they're gonna do? Some fucked up shit to you. So
Yeah.
it's the
Mhm.
fact that the fans actually support when they do the fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying?
But look, it ain't all of them. It's just the radicals. The radicals will support anything. They don't,
Man, ain't even. I can't do that. I used to think it was just the radicals. You get what I'm saying? I thought it was just the radicals. But when people have been like, see, because a lot of casuals who support PlayStation, who always supported PlayStation, you get what I'm saying? That's all they knew.
yeah.
That's the sad
They
part about it.
they damn near just
That's the
like the
sad
radicals.
part.
You know what I'm saying? But they
Right.
casual.
That
They
that's the part
casual.
that get me.
Oh,
That's the part that get me. What you just said, the casual falling for the yin yang shit, the dumb shit Sony doing, and they going along with it. The hardcore one, I don't be surprised. That don't shock me. The
yeah.
casual, those the ones I don't get.
But
That's
it's
the shit that
comfort.
would shock me. Like, damn,
It's
y'all really going to sign off on that?
but it's comfort. You know what I mean?
But
Like
but
you've
but that's what I'm
always.
saying. See, they ain't out there looking for the difference between the two consoles. They ain't just always been with PlayStation. So, say if somebody who already got a PlayStation tell them something, they're like, "Oh well, I've been with PlayStation all these years. If he's saying that it's good, then I guess it got to be good." You get what I'm saying? So the casual just go right along because they be like, "Well, I've been with PlayStation." So that's why a lot of
Listen here.
times when you see all the PlayStation, it just don't be the hardcore. It be the casuals too. But go ahead, live. What you was gonna say?
No, I'm just.
No,
Yeah, go ahead for it.
no. Listen here. I have a young boy that's cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He a
Oh,
PlayStation.
thank you,
I
Flip.
get
I
it.
know I'm cool as
I
hell.
not
Hold
you,
on,
nigga,
man.
not you, not you. He like. Don't get me wrong. He like a play. He like PlayStation. I don't knock him for that. I'm like, all right, but like as John Doe said, I hate to say this, but it's like, yo, He's a fucking pony. I don't get it. He's a pony. Like, yo, and I'm sitting up there thinking like, my people black like, normal pony. I'm like, nah, no, Norm, he just like PlayStation. That's it. No, he's not lying. He's a pony. Like, yo, we give you like, Norm, listen here. We got the Xbox right here, Series X right here, or S right here that you can play. You know what I'm saying? You want it, we'll let you have it. You know what I'm saying? Or rather, right, or, that opportunity came across quite a few times for him to have an Xbox. He want that goddamn PlayStation. Even though he like 2 generation behind, he still want that fucking PlayStation. I'm like, Lola, ain't nobody gonna go out there and buy you this and that. We'll let you hold this fucking Xbox, rock with it and stuff like that. See how you feel about it. Nope, this dude want a PlayStation. I'm like, yo, why? I say he said only one game that he really wanted that would have made him play the Xbox. And guess what game it was? The goddamn game that Platinum Gown had fucked Microsoft over. Scalebound.
Scalebound?
I said all the fucking games you done seen. Scalebound is the only game that would have made you want to play the Xbox.
Dude, that
Yeah,
was a constant
this nigga's a
seller.
pony.
I said that. That was a constant seller, man. Scalebound, I said that last generation. Scalebound was a constant seller, man.
It might be right. You know what? Because I'm thinking about it. Well, you might be right about that one because he's a pony. I'm like, oh, you're a full-fledged pony. So you telling
Remember, I
me
said that
that
when
would
we
have been
were
the only
talking about
game?
it too.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah,
Too bad.
that shit. I don't know, Lyle. You gotta tell me
You
something,
guys
Lyle.
are about
Why
to
is you,
leave?
Lyle? Why, Lyle? Why, Lyle and Chaos? Y'all gotta tell me something.
Okay, all
Why
right.
is that the only game?
All right,
Why is
thank
that
you.
the only game that would have made him want to play the Xbox? Is that somebody got to tell me something? Or
Because
somebody got
it's something that's completely different from what Xbox is used to actually putting out, and it was exclusive. You get what I'm saying? Like a Dragon, a true RPG.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft don't do true RPGs. You get what I'm saying? So other than Fable, you know what I'm saying? That's more of an American RPG. Scalebound was like a JRPG kind of sort of. You get what I'm
Japanese
saying? So
RPG.
Yeah.
Right. It looked
yeah,
like a
so
Japanese RPG game.
exactly. So that's something like completely out of left field, and it looked good. You get what I'm saying? So it would have definitely grabbed the appeal of, you know what I'm saying, the Japanese and Asian inspired of people who like Asian culture. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people who play
You
PlayStation,
know what? I don't
especially
like you
if it
right
would have.
now, John Doe. I don't like you right now because for a long time he was into Asian women.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Especially,
for
especially if
for
the
a long
game
time
looked
he was
good.
into Asian women.
Yeah, know what I'm saying? Exactly. So if
That
the
shit
game
crazy.
actually lived up to the billing that it would have, dude, it would have definitely grabbed a couple more people off of PlayStation. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And that would have. You want to talk about something flipping the console race in the middle of the console war last generation? That game would have did it. You know what I'm saying? And we would have went into this generation on a better footing than we came into this generation. You know what
Hey,
I'm
but
saying?
though, can I say something?
Go ahead, knock yourself
Huh?
out, sir.
Can I say something?
Huh?
Uh,
Go ahead.
did we have Sunset Overdrive? That was something that was different. We
Yeah, it
didn't go to.
was.
We didn't. No. I supported them. I bought the motherfucker. I
Did it
enjoyed
sound
the.
like Bone Bottom or was it me?
Boom, bot, nigga.
All right, go ahead, Bone. Say something now. I can hear
Yeah,
you.
I said, nigga, that's your motherfucking retarded ass headsets.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Oh,
All right.
alienation looking ass nigga. Uh,
Oh. Well, go ahead.
no, but we had Sunset Overdrive. That was
But
something new. But
Sunset
he was
Overdrive was more.
Oh,
It was more. It wasn't based in reality. You know what I'm saying? Things that people already know about that got
but
lore. It was just.
you talking about the
Oh,
same motherfuckers like Persona.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
it's not based in any kind of lore or anything. Like, think about it. With Final Fantasy, you know what I'm saying? It's lore and things behind what they do. The dragons, you know what I'm saying? It grabs from different cultures. You know what I'm saying?
pretty good.
Everything in the game. You know what I'm saying? It grabs from German culture. You know what I'm saying? It might grab a name from Italian culture, some from European, the Aztecs. You get what I'm saying? And then mix
I
all that
think what
stuff
he's trying to say, if you can say something if you if I'm misinterpreting it, but are you trying to kind of say that it wasn't big enough for enough people to really be like, oh, I really want to play this game. I'm gonna really go and get a console. It wasn't like that.
No, no. What I'm saying, like Sunset Overdrive, it was just a fun game, but it wasn't based behind nothing. You get what I'm saying? It
It
wasn't
was. It
no.
was based off of a Sega game.
I don't
It
know
was,
about the Sega game, but what
it was
I'm
based
telling
off
you,
of Sega. It was. What was that?
and I'm pretty
I think
sure
what Bo's
people
trying to
that
say is it was mixed. It had elements of game that Sega had, like Jet
Yeah.
Set Radio.
What was
It
that?
did. It had Jet Set Radio elements in it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
came
Jet
out
Set
and they said
Radio.
that. They
Yeah.
said that. They said it had different. It had elements of different games and stuff. It did. They
look,
actually did admit that one though. But go
But
ahead.
they let motherfucking Metabrick and all them other motherfuckers
You
destroy
call it
they.
Metabrick?
better credit. He said,
Metabrick.
I'm
I like
done.
that. Not Metabrick.
Yeah. Metabrick, because that Metabrick gonna mess your game up. So they gonna fuck around with
Yeah, yeah.
Metabrick and fuck the shit up. And
man,
people ran off of that shit. And then when it came, how many Xbox guys? We know we fuck with a bunch of Xbox people. That game came out free. Oh, it came out free on Game Pass. Oh my God, this game is incredible. You just realized that the sky is blue because you got out that motherfucking basement. Don't say this shit was
You know what
incredible.
I?
It was incredible when it came out. It was a good game.
You know what?
Even clown itself. It said, "Hey, I'm a fucking video game. You
You
get
know
that when
what?
you done."
You know what it is though, Mom. I understand what he's saying about I guess Japanese culture, this and that and that. But this is what I say. Sometimes I say that's a bunch of hog bullshit because if them games was on PlayStation, them niggas will be doing jumping jacks with fucking Jesus. Let's wind this shit back and think about when they
no,
thought
but they'll be
Microsoft was
doing
going to
jumping
have.
jack,
They
and
thought
they
that
wouldn't buy the damn
Gears of
game.
War
You
was
get what I'm
coming to
saying?
Halo. I mean to PlayStation.
Hey, they would be doing jumping jacks, but they still wouldn't buy the game. They'll be promoting it like a motherfucker, and the bitches still go glass. Go ahead.
You know
He
what?
said
Yeah, you
go
got a point
glass.
right
So
there. You
that
got a point right
they
there.
go
No,
glass.
he got a point
Fuck
right there
wood. He
because this
said go
game that's
glass.
on there that they don't even own by themselves. They just want to
They don't
have it
buy
just to
these
say they
games.
have it.
Shit,
Yeah,
what
you
happened?
right about that
What
one.
happened to Gran Turismo? You know what I'm saying? That was the
That
best thing since
motherfucker.
sliced bread.
See how we gonna use the
No,
new
Gran
term. It
no,
don't be
no. See,
glass,
this is
nigga.
hold on, John Doe. I'm not gonna let you do that to Gran Turismo because this is the thing that people don't understand about Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is a good-looking game when you have it on pause. It does. Now, when you got the game on pause, like I just paused GTA, and it's a still frame, you see all the 4K, you see all the pixels, you
He
see
said it ain't
all
on
the
pause.
frame rate,
You ain't
you see
shit.
all that when it's a still picture. Listen here, Gran Turismo would look just as good as my motherfucking Star Wars picture up on the wall when you just got it sitting there not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It looked good. Like, no, it looked larger than life.
Oh
I'm just
shit!
being
You ain't
honest.
got no
Again,
sense.
so I'm not going to sit there and talk bad about Gran Turismo because when it's just sitting there on the frozen screen and it's not moving, it looked real good.
Man, I'm
That's
not
it.
talking about the actual game. I'm talking about the people actually going out and supporting and buying the goddamn game. Shit, you don't hear shit about none of them motherfuckers. They talk, oh man, this is the
And
best
nigga
game
switching
ever.
crazy. Pause is the
This
best
the
way to
best
play. We
fucking game
Hey,
understand that
ever,
from you,
man.
Switch.
hey, wait though. Isn't it? They don't include games. The racer games.
Queasy got me
They
good.
don't include racer games. They don't include.
Go ahead,
They don't
Jay. I'm
include the
sorry. Go
racer
ahead.
games. And for a game of the year candidate because of what?
Because of
Forza.
what? Because of what? Because of Forza.
I don't know. They said they didn't include racing games for a game of the year award because of something. I
Sleepy
forgot what
crazy
that.
motherfucker, boy. That
I
he
forgot
said
what I forgot what
false
crazy reason they said.
Hey, Sleepy, hey, we gonna give
So
you
maybe
credit
that's
on
why
that one.
people would
We gonna
gravitate.
Yeah,
steal
Maybe
that one from
maybe
you.
it's an
yeah,
exception
because
to the
For
rule.
what?
that's
Oh,
yeah,
you
because
talking
Who
about
knows?
Paul is
False
the
is
best
the
way to
best way to
play?
play.
there's nothing else
Yeah, we
selling
gonna steal
Forza.
that one from you, G. I'm
Ain't
about to
nothing,
buy you a game or two. I'm about to buy that. I'm about to buy that monocle from you because that was cold.
dude. Ain't nothing outselling Forza, and ain't nothing gonna outsell Halo. You know what I'm
I still
saying?
say
So
this. I still say this, John Doe. They did something to that goddamn Forza Horizon game for that shit look the way it look. Because it don't make no
But
goddamn
flip.
sense that game, hold on, that game is built off of last generation and it look better than fucking GT 7.
But
That's
flip.
crazy. They
But
did
flip.
something
What
to that
we
goddamn
flip?
game. I don't know if Phil cut his wrist and put some of his DNA in that bitch or what, but they
Hell
did
nah,
something to that
Yeah,
fucking
not the
flip.
game,
ritual.
dog.
Let's keep it 100 Street, right? You know what I'm saying on the Halo streets, right? What we all did as a community, we got the game, we got it for free, right? What we do? We spend $50 for the car pack, right?
Okay.
And we got all them cars, right? Now, people say you don't support the developers. Game Pass ain't support the developers. I'm like, so how to support how it's not getting supported when we spend $50? It was 39.
yeah, to buy the car pack, exactly.
Yeah, I bought the car pack. I got everything that the $100 edition that I paid for because I got this shit for free. Now in Halo, flip, how much money I spent in Halo?
How much
Halo
money you
you
spend
got
in
for free.
Halo?
Yeah, see, yeah, a lot of people
I
don't
spent
understand that.
$120 on that because I don't feel like grinding for that motherfucking shit. So
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
he
like
did. He
buying it.
did.
The
Yeah.
Game Pass just give you the base the base
Yeah.
game. You get what I'm saying? Like all the extra shit you want, the bells and the whistles, you gotta go out there and buy that shit. It give you a taste of the game. You get what I'm saying?
Hold
Enough
on,
where you can play
hold,
it and enjoy it. You get what I'm saying? But
right.
if you want the
Hold on, John
extras,
Joe. Let me give
oh,
let me give a shout out to my man. I gotta give a shout out to my man Bizzle Bay. He came in the party the other night. I thought he had a real good argument, a real good fight, because he said Microsoft, he understood the hypnotic and the brainwash of Game Pass, even though he didn't explain it to him. Bombay, you lost that fight. The realest whip your ass.
I fell asleep on that
Y'all,
ass
Bombay,
too.
my nigga for years. Y'all know Bombay since the OG. I'm not OG since the 360.
Mm-mm.
Bombay a cool dude, but he a bit of a dick. But he could have came up with a better
Shout out to the
excuse, man.
realest in
He
my
never
man
gave it to me.
Bombay. They
The
some real,
realest, the realest
some
whooped
real
his
guys,
ass
man.
in a party. The realest whipped his ass.
Yeah,
The realest whipped his
yeah, the
ass for
realest man.
one
Shout out
day.
to him.
God damn. Shout out to
But
the
no,
realest.
it's
This
crazy.
shit was
It's like
funny.
people thinking like, man, Game Pass losing.
Oh,
No,
man. Will, I'm
it's
sorry,
bad.
man.
Man, what's called jumped on my ass. King Trash tried to jump on me because I was celebrating Tunic, right?
Oh,
Talk about Tunic. King, y'all know him as King Thrash. I call him King Trash. And so
Mm.
I had to be at the office all this fucking week, unfortunately. And then I'm fucking around, I'm angry. So this motherfucker had try to have his goons come at me on the interweb.
really?
And I didn't bite, saying, flip money, the the guidance of me sometimes to help me out, putting in my head, like, man, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them
I'm just a
motherfuckers. You know
shit
what I'm
talker.
saying?
I'm just a regular shit talker.
I'm like, fuck them niggas. I already wanted to talk shit to them. So I just straight up I just straight up showed them like I don't want none of this smoke. I put up a meanness of smoke, like I don't want none of this smoke. Y'all fucking with the wrong guy. But what's wrong with Game Pass? Like people saying Game Pass is the death of the gaming community. Now
You know what's
I know
wrong with Game Pass?
there
You
is
know what's wrong
shit.
with Game Pass, Bone? Remember Bobby Boucher. Remember what his mom said? It's the devil. Game Pass is the
Man,
devil.
people
That's what's wrong
people
with
over
it.
there trying to calculate the money that Microsoft is trying to is making off of Game Pass. Like they out here being financial advisors and shit when they don't know shit how Microsoft got everything set up. Who knows what goes behind closed doors? So it really makes me laugh. It's like, okay, how they getting people to pay this amount of money a month and still paying for having these games on Game Pass? Where's all the profit going, this and that? There's no way they can make a profit. Well, how do you know? Where's the numbers? Please show me the numbers that they've came out with. Because something they got to be doing something right. Obviously, if it's still here to this day, must be doing something right.
No,
You know
Game
what?
Pass.
No,
Listen, Game Pass is the pivot. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna give y'all an example. Remember when Netflix came out? Netflix changed the game. You get what I'm saying? And it made the whole entertainment industry pivot in how they conduct their business. You get what I'm saying? That's where the Disney Pluses came from. That's where the Paramounts, the Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
They had to change how they did things based on Netflix because Netflix had changed how entertainment was, you know what I'm saying, ingested. You get what I'm saying? How you watch shows and TV, you know what I'm saying? So the whole
Mm-hmm.
industry had to change. Game Pass is doing that the same for gaming. You get what I'm saying? The whole industry gonna have to pivot because of what Game Pass is doing. They're gonna have to find a way to get their games to consumers in a better manner because the old standard practice of I go to the store or I go to this shop and I'm paying $70 at a time for one game when I can pay $19 to $20 a month for a plethora of games, you know what I'm saying? Or $14, you know what I'm saying, for a plethora of games. Me paying $70 once every few months just ain't working. You get what I'm saying? The whole industry gonna have to change how they go about doing things. You know what I'm saying? Based on what Game Pass is doing. But go ahead, Flip.
Shit, I got sidetracked. I was playing GTA. My bad. I got sidetracked. I was playing.
No, no. I'll put
You
this
pretty
way.
much, you
What's
pretty
wrong?
much was going. You pretty much was saying what I was about to say. I got sidetracked. God damn, bro.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead,
my
Mom.
thing is, what the hell is wrong for paying a subscription? You get to download your games. You ain't got to stream. You can get to stream them and or download the game. We was in the game. We was playing Halo with Jenny. She didn't even have Halo downloaded. She played it with us in the cloud.
Wow, I forgot she said that. I
She
forgot
played
she
it
had
in
said
the
she had it
cloud
in the cloud.
with us.
Right, right.
Eventually, y'all got to go with technology. I know guys that want physical copies. They want to own their version, like my man Zobi and a bunch of other people I know. But I don't play games offline. We always online. What if your internet go down? You can hook your fucking phone up. Your phone can be a modem. We always connect. We people don't know how long. If if somebody if a say if let's say Verizon go down, people gonna have a fucking fit. Look at Gran Turismo went down for 32 hours, and people had a fit. But you can
Oh
connect to the
wow, I didn't
internet.
even know that.
Yeah,
You're talking about
you
the
can
last one,
connect to
right?
the fucking interweb. You good. We live off the interweb. Y'all call it the internet, I call it the interweb. Cause we enter that motherfucker and we don't come back out. How many times
All
you?
right,
How
what do you
many?
say?
How many?
Oh
I'll
wow.
put this way. You can leave it in the comment section. How many of y'all motherfuckers sleep with y'all phones, or it's on the desk right by you?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Now
everybody.
this motherfucker
We
talking.
live on the we are motherfucking part of the interweb. That's we are the matrix. Can't live without it. Your phone can go at 3 o'clock in the morning. Be like, who the fuck? And then you go sit there. That's
People
live
don't
wire
even
talking
buy
shit.
alarm clocks no more. They just use
I'll
that
be like,
phone.
that's live wire talking shit on Twitter. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you want to know
I
what's
get
funny
it.
though, Bone?
Get him
You,
to get up.
Bone, you want he is. You know what's funny though, Bone? That you say that, and John Jones, you said people. Yo, my wife is the only one that actually still has an alarm clock, and the only one that still buy a camera to take pictures. I don't know why. She do not fuck with the phone. She the only one that still does that. I'm like, yo, you know you living in a barbaric time, right? I don't give a shit. It's my goddamn camera. I like it. It ain't the camera. It's the throwaway camera. I mean, like, what the fuck? Like, yo, you got you know what your phone could do, right? I don't give a shit.
Hey, yo, but you in the 1 percentile because I sleep with my motherfucking phone because I got a kid. I got a
My
kid.
daughter, no,
I
I
got
don't sleep with my
a
phone.
kid,
I
and
don't.
my kid. You know what I'm saying? I have to. Now my phone be
I ain't
on
gonna
my
hold you.
desk. My desk is right by me.
I ain't gonna hold you.
But
We don't.
I wake up
Only
to
one I
the
know that sleep
interweb.
with the phone is my daughter. My daughter sleep with
Yeah,
her phone. I be
I
looking
sleep
like,
with the
God damn.
phone. I sleep with my phone. I ain't gonna lie. I sleep with the interweb. I do. I'll get up at 3 o'clock and can't go back to sleep, and I jump on the interweb. See what the shit. Everybody talking shit, and then I go back to sleep. We live in the interweb. We live in the internet. Got us now. Our phones can push our motherfucking consoles.
You know what's bad
No
though? I hate
problem.
to admit that shit though. That's true though, but it's sad because I was talking to my mechanic and he was like, "Yo, how many of us still remember phone number off the top of our head without looking
No,
at
we
our
don't.
phone?" That's bad.
Mm-mm.
Shoot,
If
I remember. I used to remember a whole black book worth of numbers. You know what I'm saying?
We all did. We
yeah,
all
but
have. We all have
I
remember
can't
that.
do that shit no more. I'll say okay. I can say right now. Okay, Google, call Nicole. I like that. It's easy.
That's fucked up because I did that in my car. I'm like,
I like
you
that.
said,
Oh shit, they calling Nicole. Oh shit, she gonna cuss me out and did it. But I like the shit. She gonna, what the fuck you call me for? It was 10 o'clock at night, man. What the fuck? Shut up.
I don't
You
give a
got
shit.
15
As
phones
long as you
anyway.
mute your mic. As long as you
Huh?
mute your mic, nigga.
No, I ain't called. No, 'cause she don't use that phone. She got like 5 different phones and shit. She got all the phones. They give her a deal.
I
Well,
was about
we
to
ain't
say,
gonna talk about
damn,
that. Yeah.
she run a trap house. Why she got so many damn
We
phone?
ain't gonna talk about that on the interweb. What she? No, we ain't gonna talk about the what she. She ain't from the streets though. She don't belong to the streets. Don't get that. Don't want nobody know she don't belong to the streets. I belong to the streets though.
You wish the streets could claim your ass. Then at least you belong to something.
You know what the problem is? Nicole is a nice woman, but even though she's Jamaican, I mean she's Japanese. So
Man, you can't even get your story straight.
No,
He can't say he ain't
no,
want to
no,
because he ain't
I
heard.
can't even get it out. I
He ain't
can't get it
talk.
out.
He ain't
Cause I'm
talk us.
getting, you know why? Cause I'm playing the game. I can't even get my shit together.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
play the
man, we've been
goddamn
on this
game.
motherfucker for a long time, man. We about to be out this bitch.
I'm playing
Any of
this
y'all got
shit.
any questions I want us to answer?
You see it,
I, I,
chaos?
See what?
No, you ain't even looking at
Oh,
your phone.
okay.
what the
Oh,
fuck,
all
Flip?
right. For sure. I remember that too.
What you say? You
Flip,
know
what
it?
the
That shit
fuck?
big.
Nigga,
It's
you
big.
blowing bitches' backs out? Nigga, what the fuck?
No, nigga, that's a game. What the fuck? That's a game, you fucking retard. Yo, what's the
Oh, this
fucking
nigga on
game?
here showing niggas getting their
It's
ass
a
pushed
fucking
in.
game, nigga. It's
He blowing out
GTA.
the bitch back. Um,
Oh, nigga. Man, no, he didn't say that.
yeah,
It was
you over
well.
here
It was.
sending fuck
Listen
scenes
here.
and
Let me tell
shit.
you this, K. I'm gonna tell you this, K. It was well worth the missus money.
You ain't
That's
shit.
the motherfuckers
See?
admitted.
That's
I
what
Money,
said, I do.
money well spent. I get you. I get you. I get it.
She the one kept pushing the issue about getting the goddamn TV. Not me. I was gonna wait. I was gonna
You
wait.
just benefited it. That's
Yep,
all.
that's all.
Just benefit from the decision.
Flippers ain't number benefit benefit Arnold.
What the fuck?
I don't know what that is.
You can't hate on Flip for trying to you can't hate on Flip for just trying
I
to
don't
enjoy and live life.
Benefit Arnold, know what I'm
I
saying?
don't understand. I don't know what
Flip,
the
that's
fuck
what
you
you
talking
playing
about.
on
Flip
now?
just living his best life. That's it.
Flip,
Uh
that's what
huh?
you playing on now? You playing on the new TV now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he get a
Huh?
new TV he get every tax
Yo, cut
thing.
that shit out,
He
dog.
get a
Don't
new
tell him
TV.
Yeah,
it's
man.
true,
You over there
don't
telling this
tell that
man
nigga
business on the interweb and shit.
that. He said
Hey,
them niggas
Flip
stay.
get a new TV every tax season.
Yo, you stupid. You stupid. Nah, no, I got what? I got the other one. The other one, the Samsung downstairs. I put that one downstairs. I might
I
have to
don't know
do
why
the
you want to
phone.
put the
I might
QLED
have
in
to
this little
put this one
bumble
on the
room.
wall.
I got to
I might.
teach the motherfucker some shit, but he don't understand. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
old
the missus
milk
don't give
dud
a.
looking ass
Let
nigga.
me tell you something, God don't. The missus
Motherfucker
don't give a
looking.
fuck. The missus don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Long as she have a TV in all the respected areas that she need a TV in. Other than that, what kind of TV on all that extra shit, she don't give a fuck about none of that shit. She really don't.
Hey, Flip. Tell everybody how you use the 6 member gonna say Fair East Side High.
You stupid.
That's right.
Yeah. He stupid. You know, I seen a video of them not too long ago, and they still can sing.
They still sing it. They still sing it.
They still can sing that song. Yeah. It was
Sing
like
that me some
sometime
more.
last year I seen the video.
They was singing in the bathroom. I know which one you was talking about.
Yeah,
Yo, you
forever.
stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they was on the show, and I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, yo, let me hear y'all sing. Because they still can sing.
yeah. Flip was supposed to be the young boy. They kicked him out. He was too dark skinned.
No, not that little fat one.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't
Not the
there.
one
He
that wanted
wasn't
to
there.
kill himself.
he was
Oh,
supposed to
what's
be
his name?
Sam.
He said,
Flip,
jump.
Flip,
God damn
Flip
it,
was
Sam. You
supposed to be
going to jump?
Sam.
Jump it. God damn it. Jump it.
Flip,
Shit, you
hey,
going to give it all up?
Flip was supposed to
like,
be Sam's.
nah, nigga.
Yeah,
Not that little
Flip was
butterball.
supposed to be Sam's and shit. I
Yeah.
said, you go on and jump. Go on and jump.
Shit, that's what you're doing right now. You're smoking the damn pot. Jump. I was like, that was one of the hottest movie ever. You can't listen
Man,
here.
y'all can't man.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Like,
stupid.
Man,
Lala, you could
that's a
go to
top
that
20
school.
movie.
I
That's a
remember you could
top
go to that
20
school,
movie for
Lyle.
me.
I
Lyle,
ain't
you
go
could
to
go
that
to that
school.
school. It was in
That was
Jersey.
in it's in Jersey, but that shit was in
I thought that
was
was in
in North.
Philly.
No, I ain't want no
I thought
Philly.
that was in Philly.
No, it was in
No, that's
Jersey.
in Jersey. I think that's
Okay.
North New Jersey. I think, what is it?
Yeah, I think it was North.
I think it's North. I'm not sure. I've been past it for quite a few times. I didn't even realize that was the same
A
goddamn
live
school.
wire.
Cause he just
Mm-hmm.
back.
What mall
He passed
is
what?
in
He
Jersey?
passed like what? Two years ago. I think he passed away. Oh
Oh,
no, he
okay.
passed away last year. I
I
think.
didn't know he passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
the
passed
actual
away
real
not too
teacher.
long
The
ago.
actual teacher. Yeah, it was
Oh, the
last year.
actor
He
teacher,
passed away
yeah,
last
he
year.
did.
Yeah, the
Yeah, he
actual
did pass
teacher.
away. Yeah.
He passed away. I was like, man, that's
Yeah.
messed up. I didn't know he was
Mhm.
that old. Like,
no.
wow.
Matter of fact, that's the youngest. I remember Morgan Freeman looking. He looked older than that motherfucker.
Oh
Morgan
shit.
Freeman ain't. Shit, Morgan Freeman's an alien. Shit.
Dude,
Morgan Freeman
Morgan
ain't.
Freeman.
But
You know what's funny though? They asked Morgan Freeman, did he always sounded like that? He said no. He said I had to train my voice to sound like that. For like a lot of movies and stuff like that, or who remember Morgan Freeman being on the electric playground? 1, 2, 3,
nah, I
4,
ain't
5,
never
6,
knew
7,
that.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, a
No.
lot of those motherfuckers was like more like what's the other guy? Not Morgan Freeman. My man, that played on the Matrix. What's his name? That
Morris
played as
Chestnut.
Morpheus.
Not more
Not Morris
chestnut.
Chestnut. Morris what's his
With the
name?
F. I can't think of his
I
name.
always
Yeah.
forget his name.
I can't think of
Huh?
his name. It's too goddamn
Fishburne.
like.
Fishburne.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence
Lawrence
Fishburne.
Lawrence
Fishburne.
Fishburne.
Yeah, I like it. People don't even know that he played Cowboy Dan on Pee Wee Herman. Hey,
Yeah,
the cowboy
PB.
man, hey
Hey, a
there,
lot of
Pee
people don't know.
Wee.
A
I
lot of
was
people don't
like,
know his motherfucking oldest daughter was getting maxed out on
all right,
porno
bro, we don't care about all that
with the
shit. God
pimples
Well,
on
damn,
the
man.
no.
booty.
Don't talk about
With
that
the
shit.
pimples
That
on
nigga
that
Bone about to
booty.
get. Bone gonna get off and go look at that shit.
No, I
You
already
gonna get
saw it
off and go look
already.
at that shit, nigga.
I
You
already saw it
there?
already, G.
I
I
already
No
know
seen
you
it.
might
inches
want to
burned.
watch it again. I'll
That
watch it.
nigga,
I'll watch it
yeah,
Nah,
that's
again.
what I
No
said. That
problem.
nah,
nigga,
she
that
no, it
nigga going
wasn't
for
a good.
round
It
two
wasn't a good.
tonight. What you
No, I
mean?
saw it. It wasn't a good section. She didn't want. She didn't want to be there. You know. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot,
How?
shoot, she messed with
You
the
want to
old
know what that
corner
is?
nigga. What's the corner nigga? The nigga with all the fake chains? She
You know
messed
what
with.
it was? She was being rebellious to her father. That's all that
Yep.
was.
You right,
She was
Flip.
being rebellious. She wanted
I
to
give
be. She
you.
wanted to
I
bug
give
the
you
fuck out and
100%
wild
on
out
that one.
and wanted
I
rebellious
give you
against her
100%
father.
on
That's what
that
that
one.
shit about.
Yep.
Cause they all do that shit. Same thing. Same
Mm.
thing as Angelina Jolie did the same thing with her pop when he was telling her cool the fuck out, and she ran and got married to that motherfucker off a hacker at
Mm-hmm.
an early age and all that shit. They was all just being. They was all females being rebellious. Fucking with what's his name? That old motherfucker. What his name? Billy Bad Norton Billy, whatever the fuck his
Oh
name
yeah.
was.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what the fuck was going on with her pop. Because her pop ain't like the dude that she was fucking with. Almost like, yo, you bugging the fuck out. I mean, you know how that
So
is.
she gonna mess with the corniest dude in the adult film industry.
Like that.
Dude with
Hey,
all the
That's
fake
how it
chains.
is, man. That's how that happens
hey.
sometimes.
Everybody ain't 100. Everybody ain't got the mental fortitude.
Yeah, what he just said.
They don't.
That shit's crazy.
They can be and like Flip said, they want to be vindictive to their family. Let's keep it real.
Shit crazy, man. Man, and them Hollywood motherfuckers, they fucking worse.
Well, we finna get off this motherfucker. We've been on for about 2 hours. Y'all want
Almost close.
yeah, so y'all motherfuckers want to hear us. We
Y'all
going
want to
our
hear
ass
me cut
live.
bone? Y'all want to hear me cut bone out on the party? Just come and hop in the party and shit. Just
Yeah,
let
come
us
in
know
here
what
because
y'all name.
we gonna cuss each other
We
out.
have noticed. We have noticed your name are different from on YouTube on the Xbox. We noticed it. All our names are the same.
But let me put this in there. Let me put this out there.
Oh, go ahead, do your thing.
I feel the reveal in Halo series was too early.
You said who?
Hmm?
The reveal of Master Chief face was too early. It shouldn't have been in the first episode. He rewrote that shit for another episode. Later on, like that should have been like a season finale type thing. But he took off his helmet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but why? It's not the Mandalorian.
Why
They
not?
did the because it's this. They will if they did that, it would be this. They would be copying the Mandalorian beat for beat.
Yeah.
No,
And
Mandalorian didn't take it off in the season finale. He
it
took it
was
off in the
they.
middle. He took it off in the middle of the damn season.
It's still how many episodes was Mandalorian? Was it like 9?
No,
9,
like 10.
about 9 to
8, 9.
10.
Yeah,
I don't even know if it was 10.
Y'all about to hear another. We
That's still
about to
the
go
end.
on for
That's still
about
the
another
end.
15 minutes. I'm
That's
gonna shut
yeah,
the fuck up.
yeah. That's still near the ending of the season, near the even a season finale. From
I
taking his
said
mask off.
that's not a damn season. He took it off in the middle. He took it off around like episode
Correct.
5. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
but
took
it's
it off
no.
around
Close,
episode
close
5. He took it
enough.
off in the middle.
Yeah,
How
but
the
Close
it's
run is
enough.
no.
the middle? How the run is the middle close enough to a season? I said season
Because you
finale.
only
That means the last
why
episode.
is it closed? Why it's
Yeah, but
closed?
why though?
Because you only got 5 more episodes left. Close enough.
Oh Lord! I
And they was
said,
halfway there, John. John, they
like
wasn't
I said,
halfway there. The season wasn't over. Yeah, well, yeah, 5 more episodes left before that season was over. I'm just
I just
saying.
felt this should have been like a shock, like bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like, all day they showed his face. And plus, I don't like the actor.
We already know he's a white man
Yeah,
already.
but it's not
Shit.
a. But it's
But
not. It's not.
And this,
we
But
actually know
why?
and
who the
this,
actor is.
and his real
Yeah, but
name
we
and his
already
real
knew
name
who the
not
actor
John.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah, they already
he
showed who
had
he
this.
was.
They didn't have to show his face. We know who playing Master Chief. Whatever. That's the Hollywood shit. That ain't even got nothing to do with Halo. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying?
it's
These
You
actors,
gotta
but
bring you gotta
these
bring
but the
actors,
Halo
series is
out of
about
these
him.
actors.
That's what we were saying before. The series is about the guy under the mask. It's not about the
thank you.
mask. It has nothing to do with the mask. If you listen to the showrunners, it's about who is John, not who is Master Chief.
Right.
John is Master Chief, but the show isn't about Master Chief. It's about John. That's what the show is about. Like him dealing with finding out
Well, well,
all the stuff that he
they could have
did.
got a way better actor than him. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he's so.
What?
They
Well,
could have
then who
had a
would you
better
get?
actor.
Well, who would you get?
I don't know.
Me.
Nigga, you
Underworld
can't say
Afro.
no, John. You can't come in here and say they gotta get a better
Me.
actor and not have a suggestion.
Matter of fact, I would have got your boy because I like him a lot. The boy who played the Punisher, I would have got him. You know what I'm saying?
He's too little.
Man, that dude who playing Master Chief Nine's a little dude. You act like he ain't a big dude.
He's at least 6 foot. The Punisher's
No,
not
he no
6 foot.
not. Let me,
He is.
I'm finna go
Him.
look
Yeah,
right now.
that
Yes.
dude
You know
taller
who
than
his
that,
brother
John.
is? You know who his brother is? The guy who plays Ray Donovan. They're both 6 foot.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, give me John Cena. I would have took John Cena.
What?
You
Man,
know what?
John Cena
Cut the
can't
Nah,
door
play
off.
man.
him.
Come
Cut the
on,
lights
man. He
off.
too
We
big.
out of
He
Oh,
here.
too.
come
All
He's
on,
right,
too
y'all
John.
big.
listen
John
here.
Doe,
What?
Y'all can come
What?
holler.
What?
You can listen
What
here.
armor would
Hold
you
on.
fit
Listen.
his ass
You
in?
can,
He's way too
y'all can look
bulky.
us up. Make sure y'all look up everybody on the podcast. John Doe, check
Thank
out
you,
his
because
channel, 100 channel, Loud
this is
channel,
gonna be.
Fuck My
man,
channel,
I don't like that
K.I.
actor.
Joe. You can check out the streaming, all that shit. We're gonna holler at y'all. Cut this shit off, bro. You bugging the fuck out, John.
Yeah,
Cut this shit
I'm
off.
gonna
John
let it
Cena.
ride.
Cut
I'm
this
gonna let
shit
it
Yeah,
ride.
off.
John
I'm
Cena
gonna let it
is
ride
crazy.
tonight.
Cut
I'm
this
gonna
I
let
shit
it
would
ride.
The
off.
take
armor would not
Let
fit
it
anybody.
him.
ride tonight.
Master Chief would look. He
Yo,
would
get
look
his
Man,
way
name,
too
John
big, yo.
Single. What the fuck?
Man, let's let it
He
ride
Pablo.
tonight.
funny.
I'm gonna let it
Man, I
ride.
would take
Hey, hold on.
anybody else
Hold on, John. Hey, John,
over
this is what we
Pablo.
said earlier, John. John, this is what we said earlier, John. And somebody was saying the dude look a little, I think with Sleepy Goblin talking about how he looked. You gotta realize they age slow. So I was telling him that, like, John Single is old as fuck. That
Yeah,
ain't
he is
gonna
man
work.
old.
They got,
John Cena he looked like a swole Ernest P. World.
yeah, he does. He does. I think that's his brother in real life. I think that's his
For
brother.
real.
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't have evidence, but I'm just going to say that's his brother. John Buggin. John said, yo, you said
Man,
John said, oh, hell
basically what I'm telling you, I'd take anybody over Pablo. I don't
no.
like Pablo. That's basically what I'm
Hey, I'm
trying to
cutting this
tell
shit off
y'all.
now. Fuck
Fuck
this.
out
See me in the party.
Yo,
See me in the party, because I'm gonna cut somebody out tonight.
I'm
But I'll take anybody
God
fucking
over
bless you.
Pablo.
God bless
done.
everybody. Hope everybody stay like my man
Y'all know
Joey
why it's
always
funny?
say, always think positive. Always think positive
I'm
in this shit.
Hey,
But
I'm done.
Oh
see
shit.
me
John Buggin.
see me in a
Listen here.
motherfucking party, G.
Um,
Cause nigga, that
listen
shit is some
here.
fucked up
Listen here,
energy.
y'all. I'm laughing because it's true.
Oh, fuck you.